Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Hi. Can you guys hear me? Am I like muffled or anything like that? Am I like muffled or anything like that? Like, can you guys like hear me? Can you guys like hear me? I love you guys. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gents. I love you all. Do I sound okay? Are you hear me good? Okay. Thank you, JB baby. Thank you, girl. Hey, Judah Boo. Hey, Snacks and the Texas Tea. And Lauren, thank you for letting me know you can hear me, babes. Thanks. I appreciate it. I really do. Shout out to Heather, Gemini, my baby. Damn Pam, hi boo. Shan. Dream Seeker, Torrent, yes, Pixie, Della, my baby. No, I'm not. This is why nah. That's why I'm not on camera now. And my girl nah, and y'all press, and I press, and y'all press. Says I want to see you, Amanda. Why? What's? Oh Lord, I go baby shame. Oh my God. Hello, so boo. Hi, girl. I love you. Hi, Denise Bill. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Whatever it is, wherever you are. I love you all. I love you all. Oh, Sabrina, I love you too. So, yes. Hello, everyone. Megan. No. Okay. Hi, down the rabbit hole, boo. I was gonna talk a little piece about you today, baby. I love you. I love down the rabbit hole. Oh my God, I love her. So, oh my God. Okay, baby Shay, damn. My God. Nobody hiding from y'all. Okay, my goodness. No one's hiding. Hi. Oh my goodness. Nah. I'm gonna avatar the situation. Okay? Just kidding. I know y'all won't let me. Hello everyone. I love you guys. Hello. Hello. Ooh, not homeboy. I'm your homeboy? Did I get like demoted? Are we okay? Tiff, I love you. Homeboy, I'm like your brother, hubby. Like, we're like gross. We're like siblings that date. So, like, yeah, we're like, because you're like my everything. You're like my wife, my bestie. Like, you're just like all those things. Hi, Josie Boo. Hi. Caitlin Brees. Hi, babes. Hi. Oh my God, I love you guys. I'm looking at all of y'all. Iridescent and my baby. Lock her up and throw away the key. Don't come in here with that blasphemy. Don't do that. Hi, Tressa Boo. Let me say hi to her because y'all know how Tressa get. I'll say hi. Where's Silence? Is Silence here? Hi, Silence. Hi, Silence. I would want you to think, we have beef Silence because it's like, I love you. Shout out to Chocolate Bar because, she's Silence late. She's going to come in and talk about some Sean, don't fool with me. Yes, I do. Like, girl, we do this at the beginning, babes. That's just what that word. Ooh, from Australia. Hey, Cooler Ray. From down under. Crikey. Yes. Yes, I know Australian. I am bilingual. Absolutely. I am bilingual. Yes. That is me. I am bilingual. I speak crocodile. Yes. So hello, everyone. The title of the show is Diddy victims Lamesha Fuller and Adria English are liars? ? Adria dropped by its lawyers. I didn't have enough characters because she got dropped by 2 lawyers. Can you speak British too? A little piece, crumpets. Yes, I was about to say that, did you? You're welcome. Just this little piece. Yes. What? You talk to me like that? Bloody hell. Yes. I'm very so much bilingual. Yes. Whatever. I'm amazing. It's okay. It's okay. A little piece. Yes. Whatever. It's all right. It's all right. Cindy, you're welcome. Yes, you end up to take a little piece of Wingardium Leviosa. Yes. Yes, rabbit. Just a little piece. It's English British. It's the same thing. Oh well. If all black people look alike, all of y'all talk alike. It is what it is. Oh well. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. As far as I'm concerned, the UK is in London. As far as I'm concerned, it's all underneath the Eiffel Tower. And y'all pressed. Get over it. Okay? It'll be all right. It's all underneath the Eiffel Tower. It's all connected. Y'all is welcome. So that's just what that were. Please hit the like. Over 300 people in the building. Yes. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like. I'm trying to do these more often because I know a lot of y'all like to watch me on y'all TV and stuff like that. So, we're still going to do the horizontals, of course. But I know y'all like, Tissy said, is Misha Shay? Is she? Or is she Adria? Is she Natania? girl. I mean, girl, like girl. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into it now. I've stayed away from this topic because it's gross. I absolutely have. Hi Tremaine, babes. Hi, girl. So I've stayed away from this topic because it's absolutely gross. It's just too much for me. So I was waiting for the truth tellers to come forward. Shout out to the Cash App. Shout out to Dan Pam. Thank you so much, Pam. I love you, sweetheart. Shout out to Tracy as well for the Cash App. Thank you, ladies. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Thank you again, ladies, for the Cash Apps. I really appreciate it. So Pizza says, yes, I like to watch on my TV, Sean. Okay. You're welcome. So Natania Ruben is the truth. It's also in the title. So out of all of the victims that are speaking, because there's plenty of victims that are not, Natania Ruben is the only one to me that has told the truth. Okay, I'm just let's keep that frank. Okay, I do believe Natania Ruben needs to be separated from the people like Lamesha and Adria. Okay, now I don't have a problem with Lamesha. I don't want Lamesha or Adria to feel like this is going to be an attack live, because I'm not going to attack either one of you. I don't feel a need to attack you. The internet is doing a great job. The internet lighting y'all the fuck up. Y'all don't need my help. And I'm a girl, you guys are fine. I'm going to let the internet do what the internet do. Shout out to Tootsie for gifting 5 memberships. I really appreciate that. If you were gifted a membership by Tootsie, please say thank you to Tootsie. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So Natania Ruben to me is the only truth teller because she is not an SA victim. Okay, so we got to keep, the victim separate. Okay, there's victim categories, and Natania is not in that category. Okay, Natania was pow by a GUN in the face by Diddy in the 90s, and she told the truth about it. She filed a lawsuit about it. Natania did everything you were supposed to do as a victim, okay, of a pow-powing, okay? So I want to salute Natania. I've always been on Natania's side. I adore her. I think that she is brave. I think that she is literally beautiful, not just saying that she has a beautiful soul and a beautiful spirit. I think she's a beautiful woman, inside and out. I think she's a great mother, all of those things. So I definitely want to say that about Natania. I will always root for her. I'm always on her side. I will back her 100%. If people are chasing her against the wall, I will make sure that I'm at that wall with her, swinging back at people, okay? The issue with Natania, because people have been linking her into these stories and now calling her a liar, and saying that she's not a truth teller. It's unfortunate because I believe the reason why people are saying that is because of Adria and Jaguar Wright. Correct. See, when you have credibility, you don't mix it with people that don't. And Jaguar Wright has no credibility. None. There has not been one thing that has came out of her mouth that has happened. Not one thing. There has not been one thing that has came out of her mouth that has been proven. Okay? So her credibility, Natania's, I feel that her credibility is being meshed into the non-credibility of people like Jaguar Wright and Adrian English. Okay, there are literally mosh pits that go around YouTube that follow Jaguar and make sure that they let every content creator that she graces platform know that she is not a truth teller, that she is a liar, she makes things up. And when you connect yourself to a person like that, then your credibility is put on the line as well. So if people are wondering why, even Natania, if she's wondering why people are saying certain things about her and removing her credibility, it's because of who you have been sitting with. End of story. Because no one was questioning her before that. Okay. Shout out to Thursday Jordan for becoming a member. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Hi, I'm Jess. Hi, babes. I love you. So I do want to say that I believe that that's where this energy is coming from, because no one was saying this about Natania, that she wasn't telling the truth, besides Diddy and his kids, besides Baby Love, before her sitting with certain people that have no credibility. Okay, so I do want to say that I think that as long as Natania removes the public connection, like Natania can talk to who she wants to. She's a grown woman. I just think that it would be a better look if she just keeps her story, because people like Jaguar and Adria seem to have this track record of attaching themselves to other people's stories. Let's see, it went from Adria saying online that she wanted to talk to Jaguar and that, she liked her. And then I watched The Dopest Nerd. Shout out to The Dopest Nerd, which is Natania Ruben. I watched her channel, and she had brought Adria and Adria and Jaguar up on her panel at the same time, right? They didn't know each other. See, Natania, babes? They didn't know each other. So with them not knowing each other, meeting on your platform, how does it go from that to to Adria going on to other platforms stating that not only did she see Jaguar, she saw her at a Diddy party. I thought you didn't know her. Now you know her? Now you saw her? Do you remember the date? No. Oh, okay. You remember the time? No. Oh, okay. Can anybody else corroborate this story? No. Okay. So then it comes to a point where she says, Adria, that she has a friend that was involved in, the Diddy parties and whatnot, and she couldn't speak her name and whatnot because she was in public. For not even a week or so later, for her to go on Lionel B. What? Why couldn't you say her name if she was going to come say it herself? See, Adria, I have not called you a liar at all. And I think a lot of other content creators that are tiptoeing around calling Adria a liar, I think that y'all need to put your big girl panties and big girl or big boy boxers on and say what you see. Say what you see. There's nothing wrong with commenting on what you see. That is our job as content creators. That is why we get paid to comment. Okay. So you don't have to call a person a liar to state that you don't believe them. You don't have to do that. You don't. I find it mighty weird that Adria's story has changed since she went from Tasha K to Popcorn Planet to, Sean Atwood and, so many other places. She's literally been on a media tour. I don't know too many victims that do that, but I guess shout out to her. Let's call a thing a thing. Let's call a spade a spade. And if we're going to call a thing and a spade, Adria, okay, you don't tell the truth. You don't. And I have proof of that. And I'm going to show it. Okay? You don't tell the truth. And with me saying that you don't tell the truth, I do think that you have told the truth about some things, right? I just don't believe your overall story, which should be controlled, okay, should be true. You can't go from, like you went on my mama Tasha and you told her one thing, and I don't blame Tasha or anything like that as a content creator, because at least Tasha did her due diligence. She did go and find as much as she could before information she could, her and her team, before bringing Adria forward. So the story was more controlled, right? And I can appreciate that. All stories, like I've said about many other victims, need a beginning, a middle, and an end. Not a beginning and then chaos. That is what Adria gives, chaos, because your story should stay the same, like Natania Ruben. Natania Ruben did not go on platform to platform with a different story. There's not much to question when it comes to her story because it's a consistent one. Because when you are telling the truth, it is so easy to remember. It's so easy to remember. That is why I believe Natania Ruben. Pretty much anything that comes out of her mouth about back then and what happened, I'm going to hang on her every word. I'm going to hang on her every word. just because she's telling the truth. I have no reason to question her. Like, I'm not questioning this woman. Question her about what? Like, if now you may have questions, but you're not questioning her, sense of beliefs. So that's just what that were. Like, So shout out to Natania. I adore her, and again, I think that she's really, really, really brave for coming forward and telling this story. This is someone that had been assaulted, literally, a weapon to her face and pow. What's more scarier than that? Okay. As far as I checked, nobody ever put a weapon to Adria. Nobody ever put a weapon to Lamesha. And if so, neither one of them have proven neither thing. Okay. So Natania's life was in actual danger. She almost lost it. These women, not so much. So, and Natania has receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt. So again, it's easy for me to believe her. There's nothing for me to question. But when it comes to Adria, I question everything. And it's okay to question things. If I'm in tool with somebody right now, right? And I'll call them fat or ugly, or something like that. I'm talking to them. I'm not talking to you. But if you big in here and you overweight, and things like that, and you feel insecure, you may take offense. So if I call Adria a liar, why would I be talking to all Diddy victims? A lot of you content creators that keep correlating the two, it's weird. it's weird. Like, shout out to that surprise witness, right? Shout out to BJ. BJ is clearly a victim advocate. She doesn't give the type of energy to where she's out here to attack people, or that she wants to start a hate mosh pit against. She doesn't give that at all. So she's the type of person that is going to question something. That's not her questioning all victims. No, she's questioning this story, and she's also questioning the validity behind the things that have been said. So there's no reason to attack BJ. Attack her for what? You have Down the Rabbit Hole, Make It Make Sense, and others that question a lot of things when it comes to it, because there's been multiple stories, multiple locations, multiple ages. None of that stuff has been clarified. So to have a question about something is not discrediting anyone. They're discrediting themselves by changing locations, changing the story, changing people that were involved. They're doing that to themselves. That's not a content creator doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Okay. And just because I may feel like Adria is not telling the truth about a lot of stuff does not mean that I will question another survivor or victim of Diddy's or anybody else. It does not mean that at all. And I do not feel that other victims should be discouraged because you have someone coming forward not telling the truth about things, making the story more outlandish so that more people will want to talk to them, because that is what it gives to me. Okay. Now I'm going to bring some things up about Adria before we get, because again, I've never reached out to Adria. I'm not going to reach out to Adria because we don't have anything to talk about. If she wants to talk to me, I'm completely fine with that. But I have no reason to reach out to her. Reach out to her for what? Let's get into some stuff. Let me pull some stuff up in her. Because I find it mighty weird when people interview her, they don't bring these things up. So it doesn't make me question Adria. It makes me question the content creators at that point in time. I do want to say this about content creators. There's no content creator. I'm gonna keep it real because I've always kept it real. Lionel B, Popcorn Planet, and others that have interviewed people like Lamesha and Adria. I think that y'all are trash. Yeah. I think that y'all are trash. If y'all would like a reason, I don't mind giving it to you. If Lionel B and Popcorn Planet said that Lamesha's story was a lot, that it was very triggering, there was a lot going on in the story, why talk to her? If you feel like she should go to therapy and things like that, why are y'all exploiting her? That is exploitation. Rather you think she's telling the truth or rather you think she's lying. You're exploiting her. The things that she said, very embarrassing. Very embarrassing things that were mentioned. Saddening things were mentioned. Things that you can see that she's clearly not over. And we don't know her story. We don't. So y'all consistently trying to talk to her and bring her forward is disgusting on your behalf. 100%. If you've gone through these things that Lamesha said that she's went through, because I have not listened to the interviews. I have listened to people do commentary on them. I'll pass. I have no interest in watching a woman that is probably really going through some things and have been through some things. I feel like that's a lot. I never exploited that bitch. She was on YouTube on her own channel exploiting herself. Yeah. Lamesha's not on YouTube, ho. Yeah. Compare things that actually compare so that they can compete. Yeah. I brought Jaguar on my platform to talk about her. 100%. Yeah. I'm not the blue sponge. I didn't bring her on my platform to talk about child trauma, stuff. I didn't bring her on. No. We talked about cars that exploded. We talked about her running up on people in barbershops, throwing her deceased son's ashes on people. We talked about stuff like that. Things that we knew to be true. We saw her throw those ashes, so that's why they were discussed. Correct. I never brought her on my platform to talk about celebrities, Diddy parties, stuff like that, ever. Not once. Where's the exploitation? Compare things that compare so that they can compete. Yeah, I never brought her on here to talk about any of the things that Lamesha said on those platforms. Not one time. I don't bring people onto my platform and exploit them. Things that they are not over, have conversations about. Things that they've never went to the police or sought therapy or counsel about. I've never done any of that. Ooh, you're pressed. Yeah. Ooh, you're pressed. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go back and actually listen to because they're all still up. Yeah, because I don't believe anything that comes out of Jaguar's mouth. So it's impossible for somebody like me to exploit her. You're weirdo. But okay, that was cute. Moving right along. So yeah, I think that it's utterly disgusting to bring someone on your platform to talk about those type of things when they are not over them. And you're admitting that you feel like there is a lot that they need to go discuss with somebody else, help that they need to seek and whatnot. Then why do you keep talking to them? Why do you think that it's okay to talk to that person besides exploiting them? That is exploitation. 100%. I think it's disgusting. I don't know Lamesha, but the things that people are going around saying about her, they only say them because of y'all. Lamesha's not on her own platform saying these things and then other people found it and now talking about it and now other people are interviewing her. No, you are introducing her to this life. Okay. And here's another difference. I backed Jaguar. I did. I lost a lot of support. No different than Legina Gold. When I brought Legina Gold on my platform, I defended her. I did. When these people were attacking her and coming for her, I defended her. I did apology lives. I did accountability lives so that the energy will go on to me. Don't attack Legina. Attack me because I can handle it. I brought her into this environment. So that's why people like Adria is very defensive when she goes on platforms because she's not feeling protected. And she's not feeling protected by these content creators. Y'all bring her on your platform, and then you have all these naysayers that are in the chats and surrounding chats and waiting for them to go other places so that they can attack them, and you do nothing. Y'all move to the next story. That is what's disgusting about it. Lionel B is only covering Misha more so at this point to defend himself because his credibility is on the line for bringing Lamesha onto his show, and there have been many holes in her story. So now he's fighting to protect his credibility after bringing her onto his show and lying, because that is not Lamesha on that damn table. That is not her. It isn't. From body frame, from body frame to color of skin, it's not her. And this is what you're using as proof. This is a lie. It's not real. But this isn't Lamesha line. It's Lionel B, because this is not Lamesha's platform. It's yours. And you are supposed to do everything in your due diligence as a content creator to make sure anybody you're bringing on your platform is telling the truth. You didn't do that, but you still went forward with it. So now Lamesha is facing all of this backlash, and all of these people are attacking her because of you. Not her. You. You did that. So for a person like Popcorn Planet to be even considering bringing Lamesha onto his show is exploitation. You said out of your own mouth on that surprise witness, Popcorn Planet, that you were trying to get to 1 million subs, right? So you're going to exploit people in the process? Can you please start with white women? Thanks. Thanks. That's all. I'm not going to come on here and attack Lamesha because she's the sister, okay? And she needs protection. She needs to be protected if she's telling the truth. But that's not my responsibility because I didn't bring her out here. I didn't do that to Lamesha. I didn't do that to her. And I won't further it. I could easily reach out to Lamesha, Adria, any of them, and bring them on my platform. I could easily do that. For what? Not everybody can handle this. And you can tell it is weighing on Adria. That is the reason why she's so defensive when she goes places, because it's like every time she talks, she gets attacked. And what are y'all doing to make it so that's not happening? What are y'all doing? You got that surprise witness, BJ, showing her, although BJ is in disagreement with a lot of things that Adria has done and said, but she's allowing her more protection than y'all. She's stopping people in her comments. Hey, let's not call her this. Let's not call her that. BJ doing that, not even y'all. And she ain't even been on BJ platform. BJ showing her more support than y'all ever have, and y'all profiting off of her. Y'all exploiting her. That's y'all. Y'all are doing that. And Lionel B should be ashamed of himself as a black man doing that to another black woman. Fight for her. You believe her story? Fight for her, not you. Not your credibility all of a sudden, because you could have did that from jump. Yeah. Because none of them have proven that Lamesha is even the Jane Doe. Where's the proof that she's the Jane Doe? I haven't seen anything on that. Lionel, care to jump in? Where's the proof that she's even the victim? There's no paperwork. None. I looked in the system. There's nothing in the system that says Lamesha Fuller versus. Nowhere. How do we even know at all that she's even the Jane Doe? And the Jane Doe originally listed said that she was from Canada. Lamesha's story is in the United States. She doesn't say anything about coming from Canada. About being born there. None of that. Why is that not being discussed? Weird. But you threw her on your platform. That's disgusting. Protect her. The more receipts you have, the more believable her story is. You don't have none. Besides fake pictures, you're disgusting. Ew. I have no respect for you. None. And I don't have any respect for Popcorn Planet to use victims to get him to his million. Like, that's crazy. I would never do that to a victim. I would never do that. I would never do that. These type of people like Lamesha, if her story is true, you have to take time and talk to her consistently. So meaning, because we're not doctors. We can't help these people. We can't, right? So you have to nurture a relationship like that before you bring them to the forefront, so that their story is a controlled story, so that it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. A lot of the stuff Lamesha allegedly said should not have been said. One, she can't prove it, just talking. And then two, she clearly is going through something. Clearly. Clearly. Because this is the same woman that said that she's, so hold on, because you know what I mean, receipts. This is the same woman, hold on, we'll jump right back into the Adria part. This is the same woman that's saying, you know, black trucks trigger her and, you know, all of this and blah, blah, blah. But on social media, because I want to show her children, you know, and all that stuff's not that deep. But this is what she's doing on social media. Lionel, can you explain? Can you explain? This the girl that was on the table? This the one that was so afraid of this, scared to say this, scared to come out the house. Hey, Lamesha. Hey, girl. You don't think that we use this against you in court? What's the date on this? May 2nd. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. This the person that was so afraid? This, hold on. This who was on your show? Lucy, you got some explaining to do. She ain't talking about none of this in the interview. I still twerk, although, you know, I still do this and I still, I don't know. I don't know. But, I mean, it just is what it is, you know. So then when people find stuff like this and use it against her, Lionel B, care to chime in? There's more. Plenty of other things that I could put up too. But Lamesha's not my enemy. I feel bad for her. I do. I feel badly for her. Now, twerking is not a crime. It's not at all. This doesn't mean that she's a liar. Doesn't mean that. It just means that you're leaving things out of the story. That's all. Don't tell half truths. Because then you start to remember them. Okay? So, I'm just putting that out there. Shout out to my babe. I'm Just, she says, hit the like for my boo. Pass the collection for the round child. Shout out to my boo. I'm Just, thank you so much, sweetheart. Shout out to Dayla as well for the super sticker. Thank you so much, Dayla. I really appreciate it. Love you so much, sweetheart. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. And so I'm just saying that things like this video was from, I believe, last year, in May of last year. So yeah, I'm not saying that it discredits her. I'm just saying that it shows a different side to what she's alluding. You know, you're on Lionel B giving you're this traumatized person that, you know, basically afraid to leave the house, you know, afraid to see certain vehicles and, you know, all of this stuff. But it's like the energy that you're giving online is not giving that. That's all. And a judge and jury, lawyers and whatnot will use this against you. You know, Diddy's attorneys, his private investigators and whatnot, they will use these type of stuff against you. That's all I'm saying. 100%. Okay? You have to build a character in court and show the people, the jury, the judge, who a person is. You think that they would And you don't think that they would ring you, you know? Girl, I've never discussed them. You're weird. Shut the fuck up talking to me. I've never done a show on them. So, wrong black guy. Wrong black guy. Yeah. Wrong black guy. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you're definitely not talking to me. Wrong black guy. This is my first time ever doing a live on Adria and Lamesha. So what the fuck are you talking about? Hello? Hello? My people been here. They'll tell you the same thing. They'll be like, no, this is the first time we talked about them. Yeah. Sean has never done a live on them. I've done live on Natania Ruben. I've done survivings with Natania Ruben. I've always said I believed her. That has not changed. I'm a real ass bitch. And ain't too much more of us left. You know, I'm one of the last and the most. So yeah, wrong black guy. I don't know. Back to the drawing board. But anyway, so I was really interrupted by ignorancy. Yeah, this will definitely be like used against you. So I find that weird. That, you know, so to me, I just view it as exploitation. Bringing this woman on here while she's being attacked. They have no problem with her being attacked. They, you know, they care more about their credibility than, you know, people being attacked. So, but again, shout out to Lamesha. Moving right along, let's get back into Adria. We will discuss Lamesha later because we're going to compare their stories and whatnot. So y'all sit back. This is going to be a decent live. We'll be live for a while. Let's get into this. So Adria, why has she not explained this to the world? I don't know, but I'm here to bring it to the forefront. So shout out to TMZ. Diddy accuser Adria English attorney walks off her case. I can't work with you. Lamesha, you see what your friend be going through, girl? Hello? Are we not going to talk about this? The ex-porn star accusing Diddy of ex-Africaing her while at white parties is likely about to be in need of new legal representation because the lawyer handling her case asking the judge to cut her loose. So her lawyer literally went to the judge and said, hey, we're at the beginning of this case. I cannot work with her. She is all over the place. Her story is all over the place. She's requesting basically me go up there and say stuff that we can't prove, that doesn't make any sense. I want to be recused. I don't want to be on her case anymore, okay? And let's get into that. Hold on, there's more. But wait, there's more. According to the new legal documents obtained by TMZ, Adria English attorney Adria Michelle Kidd wants to withdraw from the case, claiming Adria is giving her conflicting instructions that make it impossible for her to represent Adria. Adria, you care to explain any of this? Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Over 900 people in the building. Please hit the like. I would really appreciate it. Shout out to Iridescent Unicorn. She says, Sean is always keeping it 100. Love you, I love you too. Thank you so much for being a member. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So, yeah. So, what happened? Ooh, let's read some more. Girl, I hate to pop the girls, but you know. Michelle Kidd also says there's been a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. She claims there are irreconcilable differences between them and says Adria's tone and lack of respect and her continued behavior and self-destructive activities have made it impossible for Michelle Kidd to continue representing her. TMZ broke the story. Adria filed a bombshell lawsuit against Diddy back in July, accusing him of SA and S-Africaing. Michelle Kidd joined us on TMZ Live a week after filing the suit and told us Diddy's indictment was an amendment. And the feds eventually arrested Diddy in September and threw him in jail. As we first told you, Adria, a former star whose stage name was Amunique, filed a police report in Miami in August detailing many of the same claims she laid out in the lawsuit. That ain't even the crazy part. Y'all want to get into the crazy part? Let's get into the crazy part of this police report. Girl, the tea is popping hot. Now Michelle Kidd wants a clean break from Adria and says the case is still early enough in the process where Adria won't be negatively impacted by a new attorney. For his part, Diddy has denied Adria's claims. A spokesperson for Diddy tells TMZ less than 3 months after filing her lawsuit on Sean Combs, Adria English has dropped both of her attorneys. So she didn't have not one, but two attorneys that have walked away from her. Although Adria, you said you got rid of your attorneys. You are lying. They walked away. Her former attorneys cited Miss English's questionable antics and undermining behavior. As we've said before from the start, anyone can file a lawsuit without proof, Adria. And this case is a clear example of that. English escalated things by filing false police reports and making baseless claims. Why are you filing false police reports if you are telling the truth? Yes. So the inconsistencies in your police filings made you drop the report so that you didn't even turn the report in because you weren't telling the truth. And not one police report, three. 3 different police reports you filed on the same individual with 3 different stories. Care to explain? Out of the police reports that you went to file, none of them have actually been filed. Why? Aren't you telling the truth? Adria English made 3 different police reports on Diddy after the lawsuit was filed, not before. Why? Care to explain? You weren't ever were talking. Why don't you talk about this? TMZ they're not lying. You went to them. Remember? They got statements from you. And your prior attorneys. Correct. See, the thing that I believe Adria is telling the truth about is knowing Diddy. I do believe she's telling the truth about that. I don't believe she's telling the truth about anything else. Correct. Again, Daphne Joy, Rick Ross's, 50 Cent's baby mama. She is allegedly an SCX worker, right? She has not filed anything against Diddy, nor said anything negative towards him, right? Which means that she was a willing participant. There were many willing participants. Adria is one of those people. Adria was a willing participant. Willing. There's nothing that happened to her that she didn't want besides not making it in the industry. Being a mediocre talent, using her body to get what she wanted. It didn't happen. She feels robbed. So now she's suing. Yes, in my eyes and in my opinion, she's not a victim. She was a willing participant because you kept going back and back and back and back. When nobody holding you against your will, you were willingly going to those places and willingly sleeping with everyone. Willing participant. Let's bring up her lawsuit. Ooh, let's bring up her lawsuit. Ooh, let's bring up this lawsuit. See, you don't want Sean on the case. You don't want me on the case because I'm popular. You don't want me on the case, girl. I promise you. I promise you. Can y'all see it? Oh, okay, there we go. I was about to say, because I can see it on my end. Can y'all see it? Okay. And this entire lawsuit, because I'm not even about to read it. I wish I would. And this entire lawsuit, okay, this is Adria English. Let me go to the top so y'all can see that it's Adria English. Let me go to the top, girl. Let me go on to the top. Adria English versus Sean Combs, and a whole bunch of other people. Okay. Not one time in this lawsuit did she mention doing anything with a minor, right? But let me get to my notes. Lamesha, Adria says about Lamesha that when Lamesha was allegedly 13, the first age she gave Lamesha, that she sucked strawberries off of her body, her breast area, right? And she knew that Lamesha was underage. She said she told Lamesha to tell everybody that she was 17 instead of 13. Okay. Now, Lamesha says 13, and my fault, let me change that. Lamesha said 13 when she was there, and Adria said 14. But Adria told Lamesha, a teenager, at the time a kid, to tell everybody at the party that she was 17. You knowingly sucked strawberries off of a minor that you told to lie about her age. That is predatorial. How are you a victim telling a victim to not only lie about their age, but participate in sexual acts with this victim? Why is this not in your lawsuit? There's nothing in your lawsuit, Adria, about sucking strawberries off of a minor. There's nothing in your lawsuit saying that you were forced to do so, that you didn't want to do it. But that's nowhere in here. I looked today. I thought, let's go find this part about Lamesha. It's not in there. But now all of a sudden, as far as I'm concerned, you're a predator, Adria. 100%. You admitted to slurping strawberries off of a kid. You admitted that you knew she was a kid. You told her to lie about her age. You are a participant, not a victim. Lamesha would have been the victim, not you. You participating. And wasn't nobody forcing you to. You said you did it at your own leisure. You ain't saying nothing about no weapon being to you. You ain't saying nothing about them saying if you don't do it, that we gonna take your life. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Over 1K in the building. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So I'm very confused by that. Interesting. Why is none of this in this lawsuit? You're no different than the Ray J's and other people that did a lot of deplorable things, but are trying to protect themselves, because that is what this is doing. Here is the insult to injury. Here is the pouring salt on an open wound. She said that her and Lamesha are friends. How are you friends with a child at the time that you abused sexually? Y'all became friends? Excuse me? How does that happen? Lamesha, how do you befriend someone that assaulted you? hey, we should be friends because remember we were at that party and I was a teenager and you're a grown woman and you decided to do things to me sexually, like things off my body and all of that. Let's be friends. La, 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 la. How does that even can happen? How do y'all become cool? What? Girl. How does a friendship spark out of that? Adria, you did nothing to protect her, but you want protection. You did nothing to protect her. You knew she was underage. You knew she should have been there. You told her to lie about her age, yet you made no police report. You didn't, because if I find out you too young to be at the party, I'm gonna be like, yeah, get out of here. Girl, you should, come on. Let me get you, girl, you should not be here. Not with me. Nuh-uh. No. Not at the same time with me. Like, yeah, I'm you to get up about it. It's either me or you. I'm not standing at a party with no teenager. Like, gross. Too grown for all that. Even in my 20s, I'm too grown for it. Why are you here? No. We don't kick it with y'all. No. Mm-mm. No. You do nothing to help this girl. But she's your friend. What? Weird. Moving right along. I didn't see none of this in a lawsuit. And this would be really good information inside of your lawsuit because it gives you a witness. Why would you want Lamesha to be a witness when you broke the law? What you did to Lamesha was a crime, and you admitted to it. Girl. Renee says, why is Adria trying to convince us regular working people, not your ex-attorneys? Here's the thing. She said on Popcorn Planet that, which I won't be going back to, that she wanted the judge to know. She wants the judge to know. And people like that is who she's talking to. Judges don't watch YouTube, especially when with an ongoing case going on. That could be one of the stupidest things that a judge could do. Say, well, I saw on YouTube that no, they're not supposed to be working outside, like looking for outside information on. You're not allowed to do that. It is for the prosecution and for the defense team to bring information forward, and the judge will look at it then. So it would have made more sense for her saying, like, this is for like Diddy's defense team and like prosecution. You know, this is what I'm doing it for, because it would be more likely for one of them to see her on YouTube before a fucking judge. That made no sense at all. I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? If a judge does watch YouTube, it won't be nothing pertaining to Diddy if they're working on the Diddy case. If they're the judge presiding over what's going, no, and they wouldn't admit it. They definitely wouldn't admit it, even if they did, you know, stumble across something. It's not being used in court. So yeah, at this point in time, I don't think that she's trying to convince anybody besides the naysayers. She's trying to convince the people that do not believe her to believe her. That is what she is doing. Because people like her, like she says, oh, you know, people making money off of doing commentary on her. Girl, we gonna get paid to talk about anything. Paint drying on the wall. We gonna get money to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Just say you're broke, because that's what broke people say. Let's just keep it froggy. If you're worried about content creators making money, if you're worried about money at all, that means you don't have any. Because I'm not worried about content creators making money. It's something I don't care. Like that don't have nothing to do with me. Shout out to them. That's why you should be here. You should be on YouTube to collect a coin. You should be on TikTok to collect a coin. You should be on Instagram to collect a coin, unless you are a visitor, meaning a subscriber, you know, something like that, yeah, those people aren't coming to make money. That's not why they're here. They're here for entertainment. They're here to be entertained, right? So to me, it gives that she's broke, she needs money, she wants money, and she's annoyed by the content creators that are making it because she's not. Her stating that she should be paid for her story and time, and no, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. No victim should be paid for the trauma. That doesn't even make any sense because you can't put a price tag on it. You can't put a price tag on trauma. You can't pay for trauma. Okay. Now, Natania Ruben wanting to be paid makes complete sense because she's not an SA victim running around, jumping from platform to platform, triggering people. That's not what she's doing. Natania has had plenty of time to work on the things that happened to her, all of that heal process. She's had time to do all those things. She sued, rightfully. So I can understand Natania wanting to be paid. I don't have any quarrel with that. But how can you put a price on trauma? Why do you think people should pay you because you were an ex-worker that did PRN vids and then let all these men use you for your body, try to make a way through the industry using what you got instead of your talent, and then being tossed to the side like any other, you know, skankers or whatever you want to call them, and then being upset by it. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So yeah, I do believe that she's telling partial truths about like knowing Diddy and stuff like that, but I believe that she was complicit. You were there because you were an ex-worker, like you did POR and you did all of these things. So that aligns with your character. You trying to turn consensual acts into abuse blows me. Like I don't like when people do that. Tell the truth. Diddy is evil. Diddy has done a lot of evil things to people. But if you are not one of those people, you do not get to make things up because you don't like him. Because you want to see him burn. You need money. That is not cool. It's not. And then from the jump, everything has been about money when it's come to Adria. Hold on. Let me pull that same TMZ article back up. Let me pull that back up. Hold on. Let's go back to the bottom. Girl, because there's more. Let's go to the bottom of this. And that's the picture she uses. Like, girl. Girl. Okay. Okay. Or maybe it wasn't that one. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, let's get into this article about Adria and her police reports. Adria English files police report with criminal complaint against Diddy a month after the civil lawsuit. So again, she did not file a police report until after the lawsuit. That is a red flag right there within itself. The police report should have been in the lawsuit. Should have been in there. It wasn't. Okay. Because she doesn't have one. Okay. So, but let's get into this. Girl, let's get into this. Please hit the like. Over 1,000 people in the building. Please hit the like. Adrian English, who previously filed a lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs for alleged ex-trafficking, has filed a criminal complaint against him. Ms. English is very excited and cautiously optimistic about her journey to justice, starting with filing her civil lawsuit on July 3rd, 2024. And now with the filing of a criminal complaint with the Miami Beach Police Department. Ariel E. Mitchell said in a statement, this was her lawyer before her lawyer decided to walk away and to remove herself from the case. Ms. English hopes to file an additional criminal complaint in New York. Has she done that? No. No. She said that she was affected. Diddy in court, in jail right now in New York. Do you know how helpful it would be if you went and filed that report about what happened to you? So that you could be subpoenaed into court to tell your story, the same judge you swear you're talking to when you're on these platforms. You know, you can talk to him personally. You know, you can get up on that stand and tell your story. See, that's what somebody that's seeking justice would do. You're seeking a payday. You want money from Diddy. You want money, not justice. So, and we're going to continue to get into how she wants money. I'm not just saying this. I can prove it. Let's keep going. So she has not filed any report in New York, and she already had much trouble in Miami doing it because she filed 3 different police reports and criminal reports against Diddy. And each story was different. So that's what the police was having a problem with, and also her attorneys. Another reason why the attorneys stepped away, because they're just like, this is just too much. Like, it's like she wants us to go forward and with like blatant lies to the court. It's like, and we can't do that. Like, I can't. Like, I'm not putting, you know, I'm not getting disbarred, you know, for like, I'm just not. So anyways, complaint in New York has been precluded to this point, as New York requires an individual to be in person, sorry, in order to file the criminal complaint. So all she has to do is go to New York. The statement noted that a GoFundMe has been created to support English in her journey to justice because she is of limited means and doesn't have the financial support to fight this case. You still don't have an attorney. The alleged GoFundMe was so that she could pay her lawyers so that they could seek justice for her. From jump, this has been about money. The GoFundMe is in her name. It's still up. The GoFundMe is in her name for attorney fees and whatnot. This has been about money since the jump. Money grab. From day one, you come out with a GoFundMe? Why? Why? A case this high profiled, telling the truth, most attorneys will wait. They'll wait for you to gain compensation because this is a big lawsuit. So you're going to make a lot of money. So a lot of attorneys will work until, you know, because it's a big case. So this can help them a lot too. Get their face out there, get them new clients and stuff in the future. Like, so most attorneys will, you know, the most they request is you at least pay a retainer. You pay that retainer and they'll bill you, you know, the rest. They'll work with you. If you have a strong case too, you know, a case that they really feel like they can win, or that rather they settle out of court, or rather you go all the way through and you get your judgment. You don't have to pay an attorney all the way up and through. No, you pay a retainer and then you're billed until the end. So then your bill comes due after the case is done. Rather you settle, or rather you win your judgment or lose your judgment, whatever. Your bill, your final bill comes then. Now, some attorneys want to be paid while, you know, everybody's different. But overall, most attorneys, especially if it's a team of attorneys, they will wait. They'll wait until it's done. Because they charge you along the way. So everything that they filed, you get charged for any filings that they submit to the court. Anytime they have to show up to court, even phone conversations on the phone, those are billable hours. So yeah, that usually comes at the end. I know. I've been sued by people, you know, and stuff like that. I know from experience. You know, I'm not just saying this just because. I'm saying it because I've been through it. I didn't pay my bill up front. I paid a $7,000-8,000 retainer. And then, because a lot of the things that they do comes out of the retainer. So a lot of things that they file and stuff like that, they'll take it from the retainer, you know, and then when the retainer's gone, then towards the end, because sometimes you can pay a retainer and you get money back if they don't have to do much. You know, you pay a $10,000 retainer and they do $3,000-4,000 worth of work, you're going to get your money back. Correct. So, yeah. So if they truly believe in you and they believe in the case, they'll go all the way with you. They will. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So the GoFundMe does not give attorney fees because, again, she's been on many platforms and an attorney is the last thing she's talking about. Especially that 2 walked away from her case. She had 2 different attorneys that left her. That wanted to be recused from her case. Like, yeah, I need to be taken off. Like, why though? Why would the attorney step down? Each attorney said that it was her. Each attorney said that they stepped away because they could not work with Adria. Everything is about money. Even her attorney, Mitchell, she stated that she was even trying to request them promote her fundings. She was trying to get Michelle and the other attorney to promote her GoFundMes and, stuff like that. Why would they do that? Why in the why? That's not their job. Like, why? They don't need to do that. They don't need to do any of that. It's weird. That is weird. So you had attorneys that were willing to work with you and willing to wait to the end of the lawsuit and be paid and whatnot, knowing your financial situation that you broke. And you even ran them away. They didn't even believe in you to stay. The main reason was the police reports because they were conflicting. Each one was different. Each story in the police report didn't check out. Not only did these stories not check out, she didn't have the dates right. She didn't have the times right. She didn't have the ages right. She didn't have any of that. This man that she said that she was dating, that Diddy requested her to have him come and give fellatio, to, SD. He never came forward and stated any of that to be true. He did not corroborate her story. Adria, why do you not talk about that? You said that your boyfriend at the time that you were modeling, he was modeling, and that he was requested to SD by Diddy. You said Diddy said since he refused that you do it instead. Hello? Why does he not corroborate that same story? Why, when the police reached out to him, he basically said, "You crazy." Why? He has not confirmed what you said. Why not? You're supposed to be telling the truth. But we're not supposed to question any of those things. We're supposed to overlook it. Why? Why would we overlook it? We just want answers. See, that's not calling you a liar. That's just questioning something that doesn't make sense. That's all. That's it. Correct. Let's keep going with this before we move into the next part of our show. Absolutely. Thank you all for hitting that like. I really appreciate it. If you could keep doing that, over 1,000 people in the building. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate y'all. Again, this is not a bashing. This is just putting the receipts out there. That's it. Let's deal with facts instead of what a person is saying. Let's deal with some actual truth. Can we see some, shout out to Gemini Twin for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much, sweetheart. If you were gifted a membership by Gemini Twin, please. Thanks, Gemini Twin. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Angel Session says, good morning, Sean and everyone. SeanDavieWay, the hottest show. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And shout out to Angel Sessions again, says, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everyone. I agree. Happy pre-Thanksgiving, y'all. Really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. And so, so let's keep going. Again, I'm a firm believer in standing behind victims, but I cannot stand behind people that are lying or not telling the truth about things, fabricating things to fit their narrative. I can't get down with that. I can and I won't. But let's keep going. Okay. Where are we? Let's get back into the article. The article says English, very excited. Okay, we read the part. Miss English hopes to file. I guess I should put myself on the screen. Hi. English hopes to file an additional criminal complaint in New York, but has precluded at this point, as New York requires an individual to be in person in order to file a criminal complaint. The statement noted that a GoFundMe has been created to support English in her journey to justice because she is limited. She is of limited means and doesn't have the financial support to fight this case. We look forward to hopefully being able to pursue justice quickly as possible with the support of others who are interested in standing with her against the injustice she and others have faced at the hands of Mr. Combs, the statement concluded. English previously filed a lawsuit against Diddy 54 in July, accusing him of forcing her to engage in work employed as an entertainer at his white parties. Diddy's white parties were held in his homes in New York and Miami. In the court documents obtained by U.S., English alleged that she was ex-affixed by Combs and two others from 2004 to 2009. English also claimed she was forced to take narcotics and was unable to recall details. So she said she was unable to recall details yet, sat on the platform and said that she willingly sucked strawberries off of a teenage girl. I thought she couldn't recount anything. Police hit the like, police hit the like, police hit the like. Now you can recount. Back to the article. Girl. Because of the increased demand that she engaged in illicit earnings and alcohol use while employed for Combs. So this means you were willingly doing these things because you kept coming back. You didn't live at any of his homes. You weren't caged. You weren't put inside of a basement, a cellar, in no tunnels. None of that. Because none of that is in your lawsuit. None of it. Why? Why? None of this stuff was against your will. So that means you walked into these parties after being called. You wanted to be there. You wanted to do the things that were going on there. You were a Daphne Joy, a Carisha. Please. You were a willing participant. There was nothing going on that you didn't want if it got you what you wanted, which was fame and fortune. Mm-hmm. That's what that were. And you didn't get any of those things. So now you're regretful of a lot of the stuff that you did. And now you feel like you should be compensated for because you're living out of your car. Again, Adria, YouTube don't owe you a goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. Lamesha, YouTube don't owe you a goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. Not a thing. What do we owe y'all? We don't owe you anything. Mm-hmm. Don't get that twisted. Don't ever feel owed. Okay? You want to blame somebody? Blame your parents. Mm-hmm. You can't even blame Diddy being a willing participant. How you mad at him because you was goofy? Because you was willing to do anything for fame, including do things to teenage people, have them lie about you were willing to do anything. But you leave that part out of your lawsuit. Why not? I would have put it in there, even if it's something, because of course I would frown upon an activity like that. But you being able to admit it, let us know that you truly are telling the truth. Instead of an attorney being blindsided, you sitting there on the stand talking about Diddy did all of this stuff to you, and then the defense team brings up the fact of how you admitted that you were sleeping and doing sexual things to people underage. What? No one was forcing you to do it. You said you sucked those strawberries off of Lamesha because you wanted to. Mm-hmm. You didn't say if I did it, if I didn't do it, it was going to hurt me. They kept telling me that wasn't the story. You were a willing participant. Lamesha would have been the victim. You would have been the predator. And don't you ever forget it. Yeah. You're a predator. If anybody's the P word, you are. Because you enjoyed it. Even told the girl to lie about her age. Did you tell her to lie and said that she was 17 for the protection of Diddy? Or were you protecting yourself? Did you have her lie and state that she was at the age of consent in that area to protect who? Because you didn't say nothing about Diddy sucking those strawberries off nobody, off of her. You said you did it. Is that what you said? But you mad at Diddy. We are just as angry at Diddy as we are the enablers. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. See, she says that she's not a liar, so I'm going to let her be this truth teller that she says that she is. And she said that she willingly did things with someone underage. Why do I have to call her a liar? No, you want me to believe you? I'm going to believe you. I believe you, Adria. When you say that you sucked strawberries off of a teen, I believe you. Are you mad? You shouldn't be. Don't you want to be believed? Okay, girl. I believe you. I believe that you are a predator. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Because people like me that are non-predators, we don't do stuff like that. We don't do stuff like that. They would have had to hurt me. They would have had to hurt me. It just is what it is. I'm just not doing that. I'm not. And you're not going to force me to do it either. How you on drugs and narcotics and stuff to the point to where you can barely move, you unconscious like these other victims and whatnot, yet you're willingly walking up to someone because you said she was on the table, right? Okay. And sucking strawberries off her. You did other things too then, right? Or just strawberries? A kid? You did other things too, right? I'm going to assume. See, that's not in me. But a person like you that wanted fame no matter what, that's on the menu for you. That's not on the menu for somebody like me. No, girl. No, girl. Weird. You didn't say none of this on Tasha K. None of this. You just don't let poor Tasha K just don't get completely blindsided by all of this information that you weren't saying. Because you didn't say none of this in the wine cellar. Yeah. Because Tasha K wouldn't have had it. Oh, no. Tasha K would have grilled you. She sure would have. So, yeah, Tasha K would not have just let you get away with that. Oh, no. Tasha K would have wanted way more information. So, yeah, I just find that weird. Really weird. How people can talk to her because she just basically told the world that she is a predator. What do you like? Just like I don't have anything to say to a rapist, or somebody like that, or M-worder, M-O-L-E-S-T. I don't have anything to say to those people. I don't care if you're a victim of Diddy's or not. I don't give a fuck. You can't be a victim while creating them. Adria, you do not get to be a victim while creating them. It's one or the other. You do not get to be both. You don't. Pick a team. Crazy. Like you do not get to be both. Crazy. But okay. So I said, talk to you for what? You wouldn't like our conversation, sweetie. Stay far away from Sean. In a statement to Entertainment Weekly, Combs attorney Jonathan Davis called the accusations baseless. Davis added, no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never really assaulted or affected anyone. We live in a world where anyone can file a lawsuit for any reason without proof. Fortunately, a fair and impartial judicial system or judicial process exists to find the truth, and Mr. Combs is confident he will prevail against these and other baseless claims in court. English lawsuit came on the heels of several filings against Diddy. In November of 2023, filing cast, man. Okay. So, again, Nothing about being at these parties with people under nothing about that. You know, she want to push all that blame towards Diddy and take none of the accountability, which I find brazy. I'm just like, but okay, girl. Alrighty, girl. So hold on, let me put it because I don't want to put her kids on the screen. So let's jump into Lamesha and Adria's story. Oh, girl, let me introduce y'all to Lamesha. If y'all haven't met Lamesha, here she go. I'm gonna let y'all get acquainted. Hey, Lamesha. Hey, Lamesha. Hey, girl. Hey, Lamesha, girl. Can you stand up so we could so I can shake your hand? Hello. Hey, Lamesha, girl. Hey, scared of black vans and all of that. Hey, Lamesha. So yeah, this is Lamesha. Absolutely. And I'm a girl. Hold on. Let me pull up a picture of her so y'all can see that this is her IG. Yes, it is. She has multiple IGs. She tried it. She tried it. She absolutely did. Hold on. Let me pull her right here. Boom. So y'all know this is her. It's from the same IG. Look, same name, same IG, same IG. So let's. This is her. Okay. So you know, because you know the girls will be like, oh, that's click. No, it's not clickbait. Look at that name. Go to that IG. You're gonna see everything I'm showing you right now. And this is Lamesha. So, girl. The first thing I want to say about Lamesha is allegedly this Lionel B person says that, you know, Lamesha is the Jane Doe from the lawsuit. There has been no proof of that. Lamesha Fuller does not have a lawsuit against Diddy. If Lamesha Fuller was identified as the Jane Doe, that would be listed. It would say former Jane Doe, Lamesha Fuller versus Diddy. So there is no lawsuit in the system with her name on it. This person, Lamesha, the one that interviewed on Lionel B, has never filed a lawsuit against Diddy. Fact. I looked in New York and I looked in Florida. Those would be the only two places she would have been able to file it. She wouldn't have been able to file it anywhere else. The original Jane Doe that they are placing Lamesha as states that she is from Canada. Lamesha's story on Lionel B stated nothing about Canada. New York, Florida, Wisconsin, Michigan, you know, places like that were brought up, states, but never Canada. Why not? Why not? Why not? Shout out to Red Hot. Red Hot says she says that she didn't file. Isn't that the whole reason he brought her on the show? See what I'm saying, Red Hot? I don't understand how people believe anything from her when she's not the Jane Doe. Isn't that her whole niche? Not a random Diddy victim, because that would make sense. She stated, or Lionel B stated, that she is a victim from the Jane Doe lawsuit. Weird. So if she didn't file, what was the point? Why is she here? Even worse, Lamesha don't live in Florida. I mean, Canada. She don't live in Canada. I know exactly where she lived. Here in the United States. It's worse. Either way, from Canada, live in Canada, she ain't never been out of the country. Canada is not in the United States. It's part of North America, but it's not in the United States. Canada is technically its own country. If you go to Canada, you are no longer in the United States. They have free healthcare. We don't. So either way, because she don't live in Canada, and don't none of her kids live in Canada either. And she has older children. Some of her kids are older. So like teenagers that go to school here. Her daughter just went to a formal not too long ago in America, not Canada. So either way, still don't add up. Faith says Lamesha has like 5 kids, correct? She do have a decent amount of children. She do, boys and girls. So it's not adding up. Either way, why put those pictures out of her being on this table and state that it's Lamesha? That is clearly not her on many different levels. It's not her. Not at all. Those pictures were out way before her. Even in the Jane Doe lawsuit, those pictures aren't in there. So why use them? Correct. Shout out to Tab says, please pull up Misha's SoundCloud. I don't want her to strike me. When you pull up people's music and stuff like that, it's one of the easiest ways to get struck. I would. Shout out to you, Tabby. Maybe we can do that on like coffee or something. But yeah, I don't want to get struck. I try my hardest not to use any other content creators' content. Just because they get real, pressed, especially if you get more attention than they do. They get real pressed. So yeah, I don't, but we could go do that on like coffee or something like that. Sweetheart, thank you for the super sticker. But yeah, I don't play, and that's music, so that she could pop us while we live. Type of situation. Otherwise, I would. But to protect my channel and to keep the show going, we're not going to do that. But I did hear about her music, so I found that weird. So let's start with Lamesha. No police report. Let's compare the two, Adria and Lamesha. Neither one of them have police reports. Neither one of them. Lamesha said that there was a police report filed when she was a teenager. If there was a police report filed when there was a teenager, things cannot be sealed from you. Things are sealed from the public, but they're not sealed from you. Okay? So now, even with like adoptions, if you were adopted and it was sealed, you can get it unsealed so that you can see who your biological parents are. And when there are ways around it when it involves you. So if it happened to Lamesha, if there was a police report, she could get it. It doesn't matter how old she was at the time. None of that matters. None of it. Yeah, so I found that weird that she stated that. I have a police report from when I was a teenager. I could get it right now. I was 14. When a certain situation happened between my family and I, when we were fighting people at a park, and we had to do what we had to do. It was sealed. It was a part of me winning in court, and it being sealed. I can get a copy of it anytime I want to. And I was only 14. I could call that county right now, and I would probably have to do it in person to come and get it, but I could still get it. I can get a copy of it. I could do all those things. Correct. Adria really filed a lawsuit against Diddy, right? So how are they naming Lionel B, mainly I'm talking to? How are you naming her one of the Jane Does if she's one, never filed a lawsuit, and then two, if she filed a lawsuit, she would have the original copy. She doesn't. How is she a Jane Doe? See, the story isn't just Lamesha, a survivor of what happened between her and Diddy and whatnot, blah, 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 a victim of, no, that's not the story. The story is that she is a Jane Doe. She was even allegedly crying in the interview, stating how she didn't know how people knew that it was her. She didn't know how people found her out, blah, blah, blah. How would you not know that if your friend Adria was just over on a social media platform on YouTube stating that something happened to her friend that she couldn't really speak on? Lamesha, wouldn't Adria have been the one that popped you? How are you sitting here talking about some, I don't know how to, Adria, right? Didn't everybody put 2 and 2 together because of her? Weird. She says that she can't talk about nor name the individual because they're friends. She's talking about you. And in the process of that, you want her talking about something. I have no idea how people know it's me. Then why do we? Why do we know, but you don't know? And if we know, Lionel know, but he ain't saying it either. You went from non-existent to all of a sudden, here you are. Yeah. Very confusing. The story of Adria's destinations have changed many times. One moment she got picked up in Michigan, then it was New York she had already lived in. She was taken from Michigan to New York, and then she was actually in New York. And excuse me? Didn't you say in your lawsuit that you in the police report that you don't remember many details? So if you don't remember something, you don't talk about it. Our memory only goes back so far. So if it wasn't something distinctive or traumatic that happened to most of us, we can't remember what happened to us at a lot. Sometimes you have to be reminded, you know? So like when I was 12, maybe something happened in the classroom with me and someone I went to school with, but I don't remember it. Like I don't recollect it at all. But then I'm sitting there with a classmate and they're like, oh yeah, remember when you did ... And it's like, no, I didn't do that. And they're like, yes, you did remember because this happened after. And then this person said this. It's like, do you be like, oh, yeah, you know, I do. So if you don't remember something, it's just best just not to talk about it because you don't remember. You don't get to make up things to feed your narrative because that's what you were doing. You're using Lamesha to feed your narrative, Adria. It's not a coincidence that you don't talk to Lionel B and all of that stuff and all this weird ish. And then all of a sudden you have Lamesha on Lionel's show, someone that you have a connection to. So I'm going to assume that Lionel B got the information from Adria about Lamesha to reach out to her and do an interview with her. End of story. Like this ain't rocket science. We're not necessarily dealing with intelligent people. Adria, that you're not showing intelligence. Lionel B, you're not showing intelligence because if you did, you would have put this story together so that it made sense to the audience instead of making up and fabricating photos, you know, and all of this to feed a narrative when the whole push is that she is a Jane Doe, just to come to find out she's not a Jane Doe because she says she's never filed a lawsuit. Well, Jane Doe did. How are you making them the same person? Where's the connection? There isn't one. Adria is the connection. Adria is tired of people not believing her. So she's bringing forward people like this sex worker, Lamesha, to push her story, to give it validity because Adria has lost all credibility. She does not have any credibility because of all of the holes that have been in her story. Okay? So before Lamesha came forward, you couldn't necessarily call Adria a liar, right? People remember things differently. Sometimes while hearing certain things, you can remember stuff that you didn't say before. This is why it's important for victims not to speak, for them to speak to the people that can help them, lawyers, therapists, you know, people like that. Yeah, because then they can help you control your story, okay? A story that has a lot of moving parts does not mean that it's not the truth. It becomes that way when you can't prove anything you're saying. Lamesha has not proved anything to anyone. She is a random woman that just came out of nowhere. Came out of Adria. Came out of Adria. So Loving on Me says, Sean, do you think that Jaguar is behind all of this? Because I think that she is. Absolutely not. Jaguar is a fucking idiot. Absolutely not. This has Adria written all over it. Written all over it. The only reason why Jaguar keeps coming up because she keeps involving herself with these people. She keeps attaching herself to these people. Because Adria said that Jaguar was at a freak-off party with her. That she met Jaguar at a Diddy party. Why is that not in your lawsuit? Why is Hagwire? You named Trey Songz. You named Chris Brown. You named all type of people. Why you ain't named Hagwire? She did not name her. As far as I was concerned, she didn't know Hagwire until she went on to The Dopest Nerd. Shout out to Natania Ruben. Yeah. Mm-hmm. To me, Hagwire has no involvement. She is attaching herself to these people. And what they don't realize is attaching yourself to Hagwire makes you lose credibility. What Adria doesn't realize, a lot of these people that are going around saying that they don't believe her and coming at her are people that know that Hagwire is a liar. So if anything, Adria is just becoming the new Hagwire. That's it. That's it. That's all. And if Natania wants to keep her credibility, I would have, in my advice, because I can't tell her what to do, I don't want to tell her what to do, is to stay away from people like that. So you can keep your credibility. Yeah. On YouTube, it's not who you are, it's who your friends are. People will judge you based off the people you kick it with. You could come from being one of the most honest people to one of the most deplorable. All because of who you're kicking it with. 100%. So that's why a lot of energy with Adria and they're just throwing Natania in it because of her connection to someone that has no credibility. 100%. Yeah. So that's just what that. But yeah, I don't feel like Hagwire has any involvement. I think that she just keeps, that she's a succubus. Anything to be discussed, anything to be talked about. So she will do anything to not be forgotten because that is her worst fear. Hagwire's worst fear is people not discussing her, not talking about her not mattering. Okay? Correct. Hagwire is a very idol person. She will hurt herself if y'all forget her. That's why she threw her deceased son's ashes. That's why she got arrested at that police department. That's why she ran up in the mayor's office. She did all of those things to not be forgotten. Correct. She loved me so much and loved the attention that she got from me and my audience so much that she kept doing things for me to talk to her. When I will move on to talk about something else, the car blow up. I'll move on to talk about something else, she at the police department. I'll move on to talk about something else, she at the airport, wilding. Yeah, her worst fear is being forgotten. So she will do what she needs to do. The only reason why she's not doing her antics and whatnot is because of people like Natania, Adria, and others that allow her to attach themselves to her like a succubus, a parasite, if you will, an energy vampire. She will suck all the energy from you and move right on. Now people looking at you crazy. Now people looking at you like you aren't telling the truth. That's Lionel B's problem right now, is that his credibility has been removed. You're not credible. Nobody looks at you as a credible person. He could bring Lamesha on his show 15 times. The damage is done. You should have never brought this woman onto your platform. That should have never happened. You should have never given her a platform with an audience big enough so that because she shouldn't be being disrespected. She shouldn't be. If she is telling the truth about what she's saying, then she should have went talk to someone about this first. If Lionel B actually cared about this woman, then he would have had many conversations with her, because it takes time to get to know a person, because then it explains a lot. You can't, you're just jumping on a bandwagon. This story with Diddy is hot. It's viral. A lot of people are paying attention to it. Allegedly, she is involved. Let me hurry up and bring her on my platform so that I'm the first, so that people can da-da-da-da-da-da, and things like that backfire all the time. Her story is a backfire. Yeah. It's not that the story is sad. It's just that a lot of stuff that, from what I hear, that she has said is not something that a person should be profiting off of. The story that she has should have been behind closed doors. And then once the story is said, you get a beginning, a middle, and an end. So that this woman does not come on your platform and discourage herself or other victims, or feel even worse, like what if she hurt herself, or or something like that. I mean, she has children and stuff to raise, because she can't take all of the scrutiny and stuff that people are throwing at her because she's not properly prepared. Even before a person testifies, they speak with their attorneys or the prosecution. They build a rapport, they build a relationship with the person, so they know what's too far and what's not. Okay, you don't just throw the person on the stand. No. Okay, you don't do that. That's not what that were. It needs to be a controlled environment, because you don't know what the other person is going to throw at them. So just because of a prosecution, when they bring their witness onto the stand, of course, they're going to be nurturing. They're going to do the things that they need to do to make sure that they get their story out properly. But then when that cross-examination happens, that person can be triggered in so many different ways. That's why you have to prepare them. You have to prepare them for that. They're not preparing these women. And it's women that look like her that are supporting her. And it's also women that look like her that are discouraging her. So I think it's very disgusting that he brought this woman on this platform to embarrass herself like that. Because her story is embarrassing. And it's embarrassing to her because it's not adequate. It's not put together well. It's not. It's all over the place. It's a person that no one knows coming forward, speaking on people that we can't even know. We don't even know if you have a connection to. You throwing up these pictures and stuff, and the pictures are not real. That's not her. That's what makes the picture not real. The picture is real if you talk to the person in it. She ain't that. So why humiliate her like that and bring her onto your show for you to get paid, for you to get viewed, for you to get attention off of her back, while she's sitting here being destroyed online and you're profiting from it? That is exploitation. You are exploiting her. You don't know what's going on in this woman's mind. Is she diagnosed with anything? Dude, is she going through something? Depression varies. She could still be going through postpartum. She had a baby not too long ago. Postpartum can last years. Like, what is she actually going through? Because to say the things that she was saying, she's clearly going through something. Do you know what that is? Do you care? Not everybody can handle this. And I think that needs to be considered before bringing them forward. Not just saying, oh, people going to talk about you. Oh, people ain't going to believe you. Oh, people going to say that it's cap. That's not a preparation. That's not how no. You don't do it like that. And then you have to be prepared to defend them. Lionel B, your back is against the wall. Not Lamesha's, yours. That's your platform, not hers. Yeah. And now you're swinging to protect yourself, to protect your credibility, because it is gone. Because you didn't do anything that a real content creator would have did. You rushed this woman onto your platform to be the first. Not because you believe her, because you don't have anything tangible for us to even believe that she's telling the truth. So what do you believe her for? You're not showing us anything. They'd be like, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. No, we're not getting that. We have a lot of questions with no answers, because her story is her story, but it's changed multiple times. She's not sure of things. This is why it's good to have dealt with this stuff prior, because then you can remember, yes, I was 13 when this happened. I was 15 when this happened. I was 22 when this happened. You can remember, like, dates, times, ages, all of that stuff is very important to a story when you are not providing any proof. Your story needs to be solid. Natania's story is solid. That's why people believe her. There's nothing. She's given us no reason to not believe her. No reason. But Natania's not enough. Y'all have to keep exploiting these people. Okay? Now, when it comes to Lamesha, I'm not going to call this woman a liar. I feel badly for her because I don't know what she's going through. And I don't want to add to it. Whatever she's going through, I wish her the best. I really do. I do. And I think for her peace, I don't think that it's smart to keep speaking on it because you can't prove anything. So since you can't prove nothing, fall back because you're doing no service for anybody besides the people's platforms you're talking on. We will respect it more if y'all went on your own platforms and talked about these things. So if a profit or anything like that is made, you deserve it because it's your story. Stop handing people y'all stories to cash in on. Handing people y'all trauma to cash in on. Stop doing that. Stop. It's not worth it. And y'all seeing time and time again that it's not. Because these are really serious things that y'all are saying. Y'all are making it a game. Y'all are making it a joke. This is why a lot of people feel like, a lot of content creators feel very standoffish even approaching these topics because they don't want to look like they're bashing victims or victim shaming, and stuff like they don't want to look like that. They don't want to feel like that. They don't want their audience to feel like that and whatnot. But the people that aren't telling the truth, y'all deserve to be called out. The Adrias and people like that, the discrepancies in y'all stories and stuff, y'all deserve to be called out. These are serious allegations that y'all are making against people. This is big. It's not a joke. Like, it's not. And then y'all going to the people that are exploiting y'all. The Popcorn Planets, the Sean Atwoods, and all, they're exploiting you. They don't give no fuck about y'all. Y'all going through all of this stuff right now. Sean Atwood don't give a fuck. Popcorn Planet don't give a fuck. They don't care. What they care about is getting to 1 million subscribers. They care about getting viewed. They're not out here defending y'all. They're not out here rocking with y'all. Them being fake, talking about, oh, I don't think that they're lying. I think that they're telling the truth. No, that's bullshit. We can see it all in your face. Please. You don't believe her. No, you do not. That is where the click in the view comes from. People like y'all not doing everything in y'all due diligence. If Popcorn Planet sitting there talking about something, he feels like Adria is living in her car, then fucking help her. Like, y'all are trash. Like, please. Ain't no way in the world I'll be talking to Adria and she tell me she's sleeping in her fucking car and I not do something. Mama Francis, Jaguar Wright's mom, was laying in a hotel not knowing what was what. I didn't leave that woman there. I helped her. I didn't have to. I got her to her family. I helped Sam Jr. get to his father. I didn't leave them in that hotel. I didn't do that. I'm buying them rooms for more days and whatnot and being on the phone. I exhausted myself for days. I didn't get no sleep, nothing. I was constantly on the phone with Mama Francis and Sam Jr. Convincing him. I had to convince him to leave her for days. That was hard work because I actually care about y'all. Y'all are my people. I'm not leaving this elderly black woman out here and then everybody just doing content on the shit. Did nobody help her? They just left her there. But y'all care about her though. Y'all live talk about, oh, poor Mama Francis, poor Sam Jr. What did y'all do? Everything I did was over the phone. Y'all ain't got no phones? Y'all ain't got no money? All this talking and content that y'all making, getting thousands upon thousands to millions of views talking about this situation. Y'all can't use it to help? I'm sitting here with migraines trying to get these people to safety because I care. But you got the Popcorn Planets and shit sitting here interviewing this woman, Adria, talking about some, I think she lives in her car. That's cute. That's cool with you? That you talk to a woman that you can help, even if it's just to get her hotel room for a couple days. Sure, you actually care about her. because you're definitely going to profit off of her. You are exploiting her. It's what you are doing. And I do not respect it. It's disgusting. So when y'all talk about exploitation, that is exploitation. I don't exploit a soul. Please. But y'all applauding these motherfuckers for what? Because they talk to her? Adria don't talk plenty of places. What the make his platform so special besides he says she living in her car and he knows she got a son? Please. There's nothing about it I respect. Fuck Popcorn Planet. Please. Lamesha sitting over there with 5 kids going through all type of stuff. Fuck Lionel B. You're trash. Please. These women are actually going through things. Help them. Sometimes just counsel is enough. You ain't even got to throw money at it. Just actually talk to them. See what's going on with them. But no, y'all too busy throwing them on y'all platforms for what? Crazy. Can y'all do this with white people, please? That's all I ask. I'm tired of seeing my people be exploited like this. It's disgusting. Y'all don't care about these people and what they actually going through? Like, I don't like it. I don't feel it. I don't like it. I don't. And then it makes us, when we are finding discrepancies and stuff, now we got to come forward and say things that we don't even want to say. I don't want to bash this woman. I don't want to bash Adria. I don't want to do none of that. These are my people. I'm a victim myself. So when I'm saying my people, it's on many different levels. It's not just a black thing. It's not just that. Because y'all love to exploit women that look like her. Women that look like her. The women that are treated worse in this damn country. The ones that are the forgotten ones. These are the ones that y'all are profiting off of. These are the ones that y'all are exploiting. These are the ones that y'all are taking other black women and other black men and having them bash them. Throw away our own community. It's disgusting. And I'm tired of it. This is why I don't reach out to them. This is why I don't bring them on my platforms, because I do not want to exploit them. I don't know what they're going through. You never know. This woman could be contemplating all type of things. But do y'all give a no? Y'all too be trying to bring them on y'all platforms. You know, and all of that for what? Do you even know her? Are her kids okay? Is her family okay? Is there something going, because a lot of these women have been abused in their own homes, meaning family members and friends of family and stuff like that. They did all type of stuff to them, to what got them in the street and stuff in the first place. A lot of stuff that is unhealed in them. So when y'all hear this woman talking, is she talking about Diddy? Or is all of this pain and emotion coming from something that actually happened in her home? Who hurt this woman is what I'm thinking of. It's beyond that she may be making things up or not talking about these things never happened with Diddy. Could it happen with somebody completely different? She could be using Diddy to express what happened to her through other people, other parties. Years and years and years and years of hurt and pain that she's never felt heard. Like crazy. Like, no, you shouldn't be confused by what I'm saying. Because Adria done put up GoFundMes. She says that she wants people to pay her to come on their channels to talk about her trauma. YouTube don't owe you shit. They don't owe you anything. I helped Mama Francis because she needed it. That's me. That's my character. I don't expect everybody to be like me. I don't expect that. Because I would do something, I'm not expecting the next person to do it. So nobody owes Adria money to pay her to come and talk about trauma. YouTube don't owe you shit. YouTube don't owe you no GoFundMe. They don't owe you none of that. What I did, I took out of my pocket. I didn't raise the money to take care of Mama Francis to get her out of that situation, or Sam Jr. I reached in my pocket and did it myself. I didn't have to, if you was listening, I didn't have to do any of that. I chose to, because that is my character. I didn't owe Mama Francis nothing. I could have left her right in that goddamn hotel and moved on with my life. I could have left Sam Jr. right there in that hotel and moved on with my life. That's not who I am. I'm speaking on me when I say that. Yeah. So no, YouTube don't owe her no GoFundMe that she has been projecting since she done came out with her story. She came out with her hand out before she came out with the damn story. YouTube don't owe you nothing. They don't owe you a GoFundMe. They don't owe you to get you off the streets. None of that stuff. Now, if somebody comes along and decides to do it, great, cool. That's them doing it out of their own heart. But I didn't do nothing because I owed anybody. I didn't owe Jaguar shit. I still don't owe her anything. That's just not my character. I cared about these people. And when you care about somebody, you treat them as such. So I care about Adria. I care about Lamesha. I don't want to literally attack them. I don't want them to feel attacked. Somebody needs to tell them the truth, though. That's where I come in. I'm going to come forward and be honest. I'm not coming for a bootlicking. I ain't doing none of that. I'm going to come and tell you how I feel. Based off of what I see, this is what I think. You may like it and you may not. But I'm not about to be sitting on the phone with Adria, although she's owed nothing. Me sitting on the phone with her like Popcorn Planet and others. Oh, I want you to come onto my show, blah, blah, blah. And you basically telling me things as if you are really down and out. You're basically living in your car. No, I'm going to try to assist you. One, if you'll take it, because not everybody going to take it. Not everybody out here literally looking for somebody to help them or take care of them. No, sometimes the person is just telling you what's going on in their life. You know? So if I was on the phone with her and she was telling me something like that, I'm going to try to help her because that is who I am. That's who I am. Adria, are you staying in your car? You are? Can I get you a room for a couple days? Can I put you up somewhere just so you could just clear your mind? You know, and you don't even have to do the show. You owe me nothing. You know, just so you can have a peace of mind, like you're going through a lot. You know, maybe you need to sit and process a lot of the stuff that's going on before, you know, you have another conversation somewhere about this. That's what I'm saying. Actually care about these people. Now, YouTube don't own nobody, but if you're trying to use this woman, you're trying to bring her on your platform for views and clicks and money and monetization, help her. It's the least you could do. Let her know she's safe. Let her know she's in an environment or she's around somebody. Because if, just like Popcorn Planet and others say, oh, she's been used, she's been used, she's been used, she's been used. You don't feel like you are? Why is everybody else that's bringing Adria on their platforms using her? And the people in the industry like the Diddys and other people, men, have used her, but you not? What make you different? Because you want to ask questions? What separates you? But see, if we call stuff out like that, then people get in their fifis. Then people want to get into their emotion. Shout out to the Fish King Pay. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. I don't care nothing about that man, and I don't care nothing about what he do. He's disgusting. Like, as far as I'm concerned, disgusting. Disgusting. What he did to Lamesha is disgusting. This woman didn't deserve that. Treat her well when she's already been treated so bad. Why make things worse? Why make things worse for this woman if she's sitting there telling y'all all of these crazy, heinous things that she done been through? Why make it worse? I don't want to make it worse for her. I would be windmilling right now for her if she came on my platform. But I wouldn't do that to her. Not like that. I wouldn't do that to her. I need tangible. You know, what are we going to show the audience so that they know that you are coming from a place of peace and that you are coming from a place of just telling the truth? Lionel didn't do that. Instead, they fabricating pictures, all this craziness. Disgusting. instead of actually getting to know her. Take your time. Take your time. You know, that's it. That's all. Take your time. I have been putting up tangible receipts about her discrepancies in her story. Ain't nobody sitting over here bashing her. Weird. Weird. What separates me is I didn't bring her on my platform. What separates me is I have not reached out to her. What separates me is I have no intention of using either woman. That's what separates me. I'm giving commentary on commentary. That's what separates me. Correct. Absolutely. I said in my live, fuck Lionel B and Popcorn Planet. That's me keeping it real. Did you not hear me? Did you need me to say it again? Did you need me to say it again? And I'm saying that for what they did to these women and how they continue to exploit them instead of trying to fix the situation for them and move on. No, they don't do that. They're too busy using them. I'm not saying these things about Adria, but having her on my show, hitting her up in the back. I'm not doing none of that. That's the difference. I'm not reaching out to Lamesha, having her come on my show, telling my audience that I believe her, and then going to other people's platforms and whatnot and saying that there may be discrepancies. This may not be true. I'm not doing none of that. That's the difference. I'm giving commentary on commentary. That's what separates me. And I tell the truth. Yeah, I'm not sitting over here sugarcoating things, beating around the bush, making it seem like, no, Lionel B. And I'll say it to his face. I ain't scared of him. And I'll say it to Popcorn Planet face too. You. I sure will. That's what separates me. Yeah. Yeah. Any other stupid questions? Because I'm not ridiculing Lamesha or Adria at all. I'll call them by their name. I'm not over here saying liar, 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 liar. No, I'm not doing none of that. The most I said about Adria is that she's a sex worker. She was. She did PORN, all of that. Where's the insult? Where's the ridicule? Not ridiculing anyone besides Lionel B, Popcorn Planet, and people like that. And I'm not sugarcoating it. I said them. Would you like me to word it differently? And I'll tell them to their face. I'll drop the link for either one of them. If they would like it said to their face, not a problem. Not a problem. They don't get realer than the SeanDavieWay. So what are you talking about? I'm not weird, you are. Yeah. Just when you thought you were saying something, you're not. That's the difference. I'm not using either woman. I'm giving commentary on commentary. And you're mad. You're going to stay that way. You sure are. You sure are. What you press that I'm not going to kiss the Lionel B arse or Popcorn Planets. I'm not. Both of them. And I said to both of their face, and then neither one of them going to do shit. Neither one. 6'4" of greatness. Don't ever let it confuse you. Don't confuse because I'm sitting down. Don't let the gay fool you. I promise you. You better check my record. I comes outside. So yeah. If Lionel B want me to come outside, I'll come outside. It's not a problem. If Popcorn Planet want me to come outside, I'll come outside. It's not a problem. I can jump off the porch. It's not an issue. These are men that if I am ridiculing, that I'm ridiculing. Like, I'm giving the women more protection than they are, and they the ones fucking them over, not me. Not me. I'm not the reason people going around talking shit about Lamesha. It's not because of Sean. I'm not the reason people going around talking about Adria. That ain't got nothing to do with Sean. Wrong black guy. Hair flip. That's it. Wrong black guy. Yeah. Wrong black guy. Well, this channel don't say Lionel nowhere on it. Yeah. You tried it. That was cute. That was cute. But yeah, I'll jump off the porch. Say less. If Lionel want beef, we can have beef. And I can show him how to do it because I don't think he's been into a real one before. Same thing with Popcorn Planet. Absolutely. Yeah, I will burn that fucking popcorn. What you bet? So, yeah, I sure can. Like, girl, please. Girl, please. No, I'm upset with the treatment of these women. So, I'm more passionate about it because you know what, black people, when we get passionate, although I'm not over here slurring a bunch of cuss words or threats or anything like that, our passion is also turned into threatening, and that's that I'm just passionate about how these women are being treated, when I do feel like both of them have had rough lives. I feel like Lamesha has been through a lot, and I feel like Adria has been through a lot. And there's nobody protecting them, but there are plenty of people profiting off of them. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. That's all. I don't like the treatment that Lamesha has been getting. I don't like it. I don't think she needs to be attacked. I think she needs to be questioned. But the damage is done. I didn't do the damage. I didn't do that. I didn't. It blows my mind how Popcorn Planet sat there and said that he knows that Lamesha's story was crazy. The part one was crazy. He could barely listen to the part two. Do you guys think I should bring her on my platform? Fucking what? What was her story a lot to you, or do you not give a fuck? Because if you can reach out to her, then reach out to her. Talk to her. Behind the scenes. Talk to her. You already know her story. You done already heard it. Why would we need to hear it again with you? For what? Why keep bringing her around to trigger people? Nothing of her story has been proven to be true. As far as we're concerned, it's 50-50. She could be completely lying or could completely telling the truth. Why want to talk to her at all? Especially if you ain't going to figure out which one is which. Because talking to her is not going to do that. That's when you have to go to tangible. Like I did with Adria. Why don't she talk about she done lost 2 attorneys that done removed themselves, although she said that she got rid of them? That's not true. She said all of this stuff happened with her and Lamesha. It's not in her lawsuit. Adria, you didn't write any of that stuff in there. So then the story becomes chaotic. It's all over the place. And these are serious situations. As a victim, I do not take kindly to people going around with stories about things like what Pam from Total. She literally lied on her ex-husband and said that he took advantage of her and other women, that he R-worded and forced himself on her and did it to other women, just to come forward and say that she lied. Livid when I found out that she did 2 public apologies, apologized to him for lying about SA, when all of us believed her. What makes Adria or Lamesha any different? What makes them any different? People lie. People don't tell the truth, even about things as heinous as SA. When it's already, anybody comes forward and says anything about SA, you do not want to question it. Why would I want to question this woman's story? Why would I want to question Adria's story? That's not fun. Ain't nothing cool about that. I don't want to do that. But when you go around saying these stories and your stories changing depending on where you are, the times, locations, ages, all of that, questions is what people have. So when people have questions, it is your responsibility, Adria and Lamesha, because y'all putting y'all business on Front Street. Y'all doing that. You didn't have to go online, LB. Adria didn't have to go on all of these platforms that she done been on. She didn't have to do none of that. But then y'all want to get an attitude when people are questioning you about what you are going around saying. How you going to tell somebody to mind their business when you're making your business theirs? You on YouTube and other places with all of these stories. So now that people are listening and following the story, when the story is not fitting your narrative, when you are being questioned, now you're mad. Now you're angry. Now you're all defensive. And for what? Girl, you put it out there. You put it out there. That's simple. I think that's crazy. to come forward. Like, I'm not about to come forward and tell y'all what happened to me as the victim. And then when y'all have questions and things like that, I get upset. For what? It's my story. Like, this is what happened to me. This is what I recollect. It may not be a big star, because of course people are going to side-eye anything that a celebrity is connected to, because they place them differently. You know, they pedestal them. So, like, but people aren't wrong for asking questions. And when it comes to Lamesha, people have a lot of questions. When it comes to Adria, people have a lot of questions. Don't get mad. Answer them. Answer them. But that's hard to do when your story has changed many times. How we go from talking about what happened in Adria's lawsuit to now Lamesha. She filed her lawsuit in July. So from July to November, no Lamesha. But now all of a sudden, Lamesha. And then when Lamesha does come forward, you say that you was eating strawberries and stuff off of her as a minor. Lamesha goes to tell her story. You barely in it. Lamesha didn't say what you said. You said the story about the strawberries, Adria. Not Lamesha. How come you can recollect it, but she can't? Shouldn't y'all stories mirror? The experience. If you're having an experience with a person, y'all story should mirror. Although everybody's perception is different, the perception should line up. If y'all was in a blue room, both of y'all should be saying y'all in the blue room. Why are you saying that y'all was in the blue room and she saying that y'all was in the kitchen? You saying that I was in the living room, she said y'all was in the dining room. Then people have questions. You said that she was 13, she said she was 14. But y'all mad that people have questions, because that's all it is. Doesn't mean you're lying. It's just explain. That's all. Explain. How does a victim become your friend? That hasn't been explained. You didn't explain how it got to the point where y'all became friends at all if one of y'all first encounters was you essaying her, because that is what you explained. S.A. Why is it cool when you do it, but a problem when Diddy does it? Renee, I was paraphrasing. I was paraphrasing with the colors and ages, paraphrasing. With that, so like that. So that's where I'm at with it. Why is it cool that you did that, but what Diddy did, he need to be locked up, but you don't? Why don't you need to go to jail? What you did was very illegal. Very. But a person questions that, and they're a victim shamer. They're shaming and blaming victims. How? Is the question. Are you okay? It's like, Adria, are you okay, sweetie? Because it's just a question. That's all. You want her defensive, but she's defensive because she's had no protection. All of these people are profiting off of her, which she's not lying when she says that. But again, people can talk about whatever they want. But my thing is, if you can talk about whatever you want, then do that. Then do that. You can't say to a person that feels like people are profiting off of them that, well, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about, then do it. Stop talking about me. If you could talk about paint on the wall and get paid for talking about paint on the wall, then talk about paint on the wall. If you could get paid for talking about this person and that person, then talk about them. Leave me out of it. That's what she gives. But it's like, why can't people talk about you? Isn't this what you want? This is what content creators do. They give commentary on commentary. You going around interviewing is commentary. Why can't people talk about it? See, what she's jealous of is she'll go to her little platform and whatnot, that she's building. Shout out to her. It could grow. You could be a big deal one day if you play your cards right. Look at the dopest nurse. She's growing. She's doing her thing. She's getting more views and whatnot. And she's doing it all from her own platform. You know, shout out to her. Shout out to Natania Ruben. You can, if you do it the right way, then good will come, and you'll attract good people. You'll attract subscribers and stuff that believe you, that want to help you, that will assist you, that will offer you services and things if you don't have it. And whatnot, they'll do all of that. But if you're coming off as two different people, the energy that Adria gives, she gives the energy like she's okay. But then at the same time, it's like she's not. And instead of asking people for help, she feels owed. Don't nobody owe you anything. Because you see other content creators getting support and stuff like that. Even when they're talking about you, you feel like they're only getting that support because no, people will support a content creator just because. Just because they feel like it, just because they really like them. Like, because what's your excuse for the days where they're getting the same support, but you're not being discussed? When they'll have thousands of people in their chat or a whole bunch of super stickers or cash apps and all this stuff, what's your excuse then? Hello? The problem is that Adria sees people getting a bunch of support that she wants. So she's envious of that support and she wants it herself. She goes on these platforms to suck the audience from these creators to feel that same support. I'm going to come to y'all, talk to y'all, do what I need to do. And then hopefully y'all supporters will come to me and give me the same support that they give to you. And when that support is not met, then she has an attitude. She's upset. Oh, all y'all doing is making money and da-da-da. When y'all people going around talking about this, that. Why are you pressed? Girl, if you need help, ask for it. Humble yourself. That's all. If you need assistance, there's plenty of people out here that would help you if you asked for it. You're not asking for it. You're expecting it. That's what it gives. Like we owe you something. No, we don't. I don't owe you anything. I don't know you. But I owe you. But she's not looking at it that way, which is unfortunate. Because a closed mouth does not get fed. Your mouth is open. You're just mad that you're not eating like other people. That's all. That's it. A little piece of jealousy, a little piece of envy is all that is. Because why mention money at all? Aren't you a victim? Aren't you here to talk about what happened to you? What does that have to do with money? Nobody should be paying a victim to talk about trauma because you can't put a price on that. You can't put a price on how a person's going to be affected by what they say. And then a lot of times things affect you more later. So you'll sit there and interview and break down and go through all of this stuff, and then you can't come out of it. So now something has been unlocked in you that you have been suppressing for a very long time. Now you can't close it. But a person like Lamesha still has to raise her family, still has children to take care of. All of those things. Her load is not being lightened. So she's triggered and can't function all because she went on a platform for somebody else's benefit, not her own. What does she benefit for saying that story on Lionel B? Where's her profit, even if he paid her? Where's the profit in that? Being humiliated. And because what a lot of victims, we are humiliated by what happened to us. We are. So one of the big reasons we suppress it, because it's humiliating. It makes us feel all this regret that we should have done more. We should have said something. We should have fought harder. We should have blaming ourselves when it's not our fault. So you got all of these people on YouTube saying that what she's saying is cap, she's lying, she's this, she's that. Hello. And then there's no turn off. There's no switch. Can't just turn it off. It's insane. Her welfare is not cared about. Everybody too busy attacking her. Oh, she's lying. Oh, she's capped. She did. She does. Imagine sitting there telling the truth, and people still, you have all of these vivid memories of these things that happen to you, and people telling you that you're lying. That has to feel awful. So that's why I can't bring myself to attack Lamesha, even if I wanted to. I can't. I don't know what this woman is going through. I don't know. Out of protection of the people that I know for a fact are telling the truth, Diddy's real victims, or other victims, I should say, I'm not going to attack this woman. There's no point. You can get your point across without attacking someone. Now, I will attack Lionel B. I sure will. Fuck you. And I will attack Popcorn Planet. Fuck you. I sure will. Because y'all know what's up. And y'all still after it. Why? Leave her alone. It's how I feel. Y'all done did enough. Let's keep exploiting her. Hey, Popcorn Planet. Hey, do y'all think I should bring her on my show? Now bring the white woman. Bring the white model onto your show. Bring her. Go get her. The one that Diddy, the one he trying to get thrown out, that lawsuit. Go get her. See, y'all bring people like her, Lamesha, onto y'all shows because she's attainable. It's easy. Oh, I'll get her information from Lionel B. I'm cool with him, or da-da-da-da. I'll get it from Adria, or I'll get da-da-da-da. They're attainable. But the ones that you don't feel are, y'all will ignore or wait for other content creators to do the work. So I'll go get that woman, the model, and interview her, and then all of a sudden, everybody want her. Everybody want to talk to her. Oh, I seen her over there on SeanDavieWay show. I wonder if she'll come over here. For what? Everything ain't clout. Trauma is not clout. Y'all think it's really, I mean, like, it's like, people like Popcorn Planet, it's disgusting. Like, y'all look at these women as content when it's trauma. Trauma is not content. It should be a story being told for educational purposes and a way of healing. How is she healed? Adria done been on how many of y'all platforms? No healing. She's still upset. She's still angry with the alleged things that happened to her, and the creators that keep bringing her on. Nothing has changed. She's still a mess. Her story is still all over the place. Nothing has been understood. Nothing has been fixed. None of that. Exploitation is what that is called. And I'm sick of seeing women that could be my mother, sister, cousin. I'm sick of seeing them go through this. I'm sick of keep seeing y'all profiting off of horrible things that have happened to these people. Instead of going on their platforms with them and them telling their own story. And then you bring them to your platform, like later on or something, like when they done heal from it, when they done got critique and feedback from people that follow them, not you. Y'all ain't doing none of that. Y'all eat these women up and spit them out like a bones. You just throw them in the garbage and move on to the next. Adria going through all type of stuff. It's all type of people attacking her. But Popcorn Planet talking about, yep, well, check out part 2. Yep, that's dropping. But yeah, should I talk? It's like you moving on already. Like, for real? Like this woman being attacked. You don't care? A lot of the attack is coming from all the platforms she's sitting on. But y'all don't even give a fuck. That's crazy. I don't approve. I don't appreciate it, and it's gross. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like the treatment that they're getting and whatnot. I don't. I think it's gross. I think it's cruel. And I think it's unusual behavior. And I'm not even talking about the subscribers and people like that because they're going to think how they think. If you want to change the subscriber mind, show them proof. We live in the age of receipts. Just coming forward talking is no longer enough. That's why it's crazy. All of these stories, y'all basing them off of trauma. Natania's story is powerful because it has nothing to do with SA. It doesn't have nothing to do with that. So it's easier for people to drink her story in. She's not sitting there re-triggering a lot. A lot of people ain't been pow-powed. A lot of people have never been through that. A lot of people have not. But SA is extremely common. Extremely. Shouldn't be, but it is. And not only is SA extremely common, in the Black communities, it's frowned upon. In Black communities, a lot of Black communities protect their own, even the predators. There are women right now whose uncles and grandpas and brothers and stuff like that done did crazy things to them. And guess what? A lot of them going to be sitting down at Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, right in front of those people. No justice. None. They have been conditioned to be quiet, not conditioned to not say anything. They've been conditioned to be quiet about it. They've been conditioned to feel like it's internal. What happens in this house stays in this house. Women like her, women like Adria, that's how they were raised. It's ignored. These women are walking around wounded. And y'all want to profit off the wound? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Women like her need protection. She needs to know whether she's telling the truth or not, or she's mixing this story with stuff that happened with her and other people. You are loved. None of this is your fault. No. Y'all too busy probing them and stuff to connect other stories and all of that. Y'all are disgusting. Disgusting. Sean ain't never did that. Nor will he. Nor will he. I will protect Adria before I discard of her. I will protect Lamesha before I just discarded of her and used her. It's gross. But we got to overlook all of that. Like these same women that look like her, talk like her, walk like her, been through the same actual walk as her, aren't being triggered by what the y'all bringing forward. And it's the content creators doing this. It's the Lionel B's, the Popcorn Planet. You motherfuckers is doing this. The Sean Atwoods, you motherfuckers is doing this. And then y'all just walk away while these people are hurting. So it's cool for them to come on y'all platforms and hurt, to discard them while everyone's coming for them. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not. I don't approve. I don't approve. I don't like what's happening to them. I don't like it. I don't. You don't know what this woman going through. You know what challenges she is truly facing in life. You ain't known her long enough. It takes time to know these people's stories so that you can get a real grasp off of how to approach the situation. A lot of the stuff that she said, Lamesha, should not have been said. Shouldn't have. One, can't be proven. And then two, now you're triggering all our audience full of people. All of these people are they crying. You got subscribers that can't sleep. And then the big thing about it is they can't get in contact with these people. So now they're sitting there worried, stressed. If they could help, would want to, and feel powerless in the situation. But y'all keep bringing them forward. These beautiful, because Lamesha, you are beautiful, okay? You are a beautiful, discarded individual, and I want more for you. I want more for your children. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know. But I hope you're okay. That's all. You know, I hope you are okay, Lamesha. Praying for you and your family. I hope you are all right. Know that you are loved, okay? We love you regardless, whether you telling the truth or not, ma'am. We love you. Know that there are people here for you. Adria, we love you. No matter what we still love you because somebody has to. Because that's what y'all missing in life. The stories that y'all have is people that do not feel love. People that don't feel worthy of love, affection, honesty. Like y'all are lacking in all of those areas. So know that there's people out here that actually care about you. Okay, you are not a story to me. You are a person. That's what you are. You're not a clique. You're not a view. You've been through some heinous, horrible things. And that should not be overlooked because y'all talking about somebody high profiled. You matter. You're not nothing. You are not your trauma. You are bigger than that. Like, that's the type of stuff these women need to be hearing. This is the type of stuff y'all need to do. Instead of bringing them on there as a story and using their trauma to trigger hundreds of thousands to millions of people while these women are aching on the inside. That dumb motherfucker over there on the popcorn planet say he believed Adria is living in her car. Do you really think that she's in a place in her life to be talking about things like this? Trigger her and then a woman sitting in the car crying all day? You're disgusting. Like, ugh. Like, ugh. All walks of life are not the same walks of life. So a white man sitting down with one of these beautiful black queens, we have different walks of life. Popcorn Planet, bitch, you ain't been through nothing, Lamesha. No man that she done been with, man, father, brother, baby daddy, ex-husband, fiance. You don't have the same walk of life as her. And that's why it's so deplorable for somebody like Lionel B, because you know what this woman probably done been through. You know. You know. Get to know these people. The Sean Atwoods and stuff like that. You motherfuckers ain't never walked down the streets that these women don't walk down. Y'all ain't never been in the hoods that these women done been in. Like, y'all can't relate to them at all. No relation. Two different walks of life. But you got the audacity to be sitting there trying to talk to her? For what? Who the fuck are you? Then they get bashed and trashed and all of this stuff. Then that's when y'all want to hide y'all heads. Y'all want to be fake and sit on platforms talk about something. Yeah, I believe her. Oh, do you think that she's a... Why would you even want to talk to somebody that you don't think is telling the truth about something like that? Why do y'all act like they talking about losing record deals and stuff like this? This is trauma. And y'all is playing with it. This ain't no basketball game. As a victim myself, I get it. Y'all don't. But y'all sitting out talking to these women, having them relive things that they don't even want to think about. Also, you can be viewed. Also, people can latch on to you and pass around somebody's trauma. Why would you want that? It's like y'all don't even realize the gravity of what y'all are talking about, what y'all are questioning these women about. This woman got children. I highly doubt her kids have heard that story. Lionel. People watch YouTube. So when people walk up to her, oh, ain't your mom Lamesha? Oh, I didn't know that she had to walk around with that thing up her for days and she got into a car. But y'all don't give a fuck. That's why you set the story up in a certain way so that she's not humiliated. There's plenty of people in her family and stuff that don't even know this. Y'all not setting it up for a way to where if her family or her children or somebody did hear it, they could drink it in. Instead of hearing just, it's so much, it's hard to even process. It's so much people can't even fully even listen to the shit. And you think that that's okay? You think that's cool? All these people out here being triggered? It's not okay. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself as a black man to do this to another black queen. For what? Now she is being ran through the mud. Not you. People starting to realize that you are the actual problem. That credibility being ate up. So now it's the issue. Now you feel a need to convince people to believe you so that you can keep your credibility even at the fault of sacrificing her. It's not okay. It's not. There are plenty of people being mean to Lamesha. Plenty of people being mean to Lamesha and Adria. Now, I'm going to keep it real. When it comes to telling the story, I'm going to tell the truth. So if something does not add up, I'm going to say that it don't add up. I'm not going to kiss your arse because you're a victim. So am I. But anybody questioning my story, because I told the truth. From the day one, I said what happened to me is the same thing to this day. On 11/27/2024, I have the same story because it's the truth. It's a lot of things for people to think. As far as I believe Lamesha came forward to back Adria because Adria and her are cool. And in the process, a lot of stuff came out that probably shouldn't because she was triggered. She was triggered. She was triggered. But I'm not about to just sit here and say that she lied about every single thing she said. I don't know. I just feel badly for her. It's so hard for me to even judge her because you can feel that she has been through something. You can feel it. The problem is we don't know what. That's the problem. We don't know what. The story, we can even get into that. The stories are conflicting. The locations changed multiple times. The age, I believe she said in 2012, certain things happened. And she stated that she was a teenager or like 12 or 13. Come to find out she was actually 17 or something like that during that time bracket. So, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. I do believe that if Lamesha actually went through these things with Adria, that should have been something Adria had been said. It shouldn't have been something that is just being said now. It's too convenient. Adria comes forward and alleges that she had a friend that went through ... Then all of a sudden, here go Lionel B with an exclusive same person, and all of y'all have been in cahoots. The Lionel B's, the Adrias, all of y'all all been sitting at the same Caucasian table with Sean Atwood and all like. And people keep saying Jaguar. Jaguar has no involvement besides them now adding her and saying that, oh, we saw her. She was at a party. That was the wrong move. That was the wrong move. If you want to be believed in this situation at all, Adria, you will stay as far away from Jaguar as possible. Same thing with Lamesha. Y'all will stay as far away from her as possible if you want credibility. If you want your credibility to be removed, kick it with her. Kick it with her. Go ahead, kick it with her. That's all I can tell you. Kick it with her. She has zero credibility. So yeah, I don't believe she's behind anything. She's an idiot. I mean, literally. It don't have nothing to do with her. So that's how I feel. Besides her being a leech, a parasite, attaching herself to things. She has no involvement. None. So yeah, I wouldn't even mention her. Because it just takes away from the credibility. Piers Morgan is one of the worst things she could have ever did going on there, and him himself of giving her a platform that big just to remove her credibility, because that's all that happened. That letter was sent based off of what she said. Vlad and many others were on Piers' show. Nobody else was retracted, recanted, redacted. No, she was the only one. She was the only one. So we got to find out on a more of a national level that she is a liar. There is nothing credible to need to take lithium right. None. So you would stay far away from someone like that with the story, because it don't matter who you is, she will connect herself to you just for her name to keep being said so that she's not forgotten. Because people think that she is an ally to these people. She's actually an enemy. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like the fact that people are following Natania Ruben. That's why she keeps her enemies close. Not far. Close. So her linking up with these women is to, lithium. Haguar Wright is prescribed lithium. She just doesn't take it. But yeah, it's a prescription. I got it refilled. So I know for a fact. She's on lithium. She just doesn't take it. So yeah, she will attach herself to you. So these are all ops though. Adria, op. Natania, op. Lamesha, op. These are all ops. 100%. Same thing with Courtney B. Y'all seen she jumped on that immediately. Because she was being forgotten. She don't have nothing going on. No one gives a fuck about her. So yeah, she has to keep attaching herself to things. That's why she's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Everywhere and nowhere. It's like a floating plastic bag in the wind. Is what she is. 100%. Just floats. Just, you never know where you're gonna see the bag. Is how it is when it comes to her. So anyone that has a true story, stay far away from her. Stay far away from her. Like that's what I would say. Especially if you don't know her, keep it that way. Keep it that way, because you will get further. Notice how Adria had way more credibility and how people believed her until she linked with her. Same thing with Tanya. Well, nobody saying that they didn't believe in Natania. No one was saying, "Oh, Natania Ruben is lying," because she's not. Because she's not. She absolutely isn't. But hanging with a liar, you are who your friends are. Birds of a feather. So that's just what that were. I just don't feel like she has any involvement. She's not controlling any of these women. Natania Ruben is too smart of a woman to ever allow somebody like Haguar to control her. And Adria is too much of a wildfire. She's too much of a firecracker. If her own attorneys are leaving her because they can't handle her erratic behavior, and stuff like that, then that means that she's not to be controlled. You're not controlling her. It's just not happening. So, yeah, I would say that Adria is the root of all of this, not the hag, not her, not the failed background singer. No. So yeah, I just think that it's a lot. It 100% is. But I will get into some questions. Do y'all have any questions for me about this situation? Shout out to Aries. Thank you so much, Miss Aries and Shand, for the cash apps. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Sept says, I have concerns for Adria. I believe she is making herself a target. They all are. We've all seen what happened to Isaac Cappy. They're all in dangerous territory and need to be cautious. I would say the same thing to a certain degree. it's hard to say someone's in danger that keeps placing themselves in it. Mhm. It's a different a deer in headlights if you see a deer, you stop, and whatnot. But she doesn't give like innocence, like deer in headlights. She is feeding the energy. She's feeding it. She's feeding it. She's jumping on these platforms. She's bringing other victims, alleged victims, forward, and whatnot, removing them from their protection, their safety, sanity, and what the peace that they did have, at least peace from social media. I believe she's exciting the riot, putting wood on top of the fire. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. I'm usually like this, except if something happened to Lamesha right now because of this Diddy stuff, who would you blame? Would you blame her? Would you blame Adria? Would you blame Lionel? Who would you blame? Or would you just simply blame her? I feel like that's a better question. If something happened to her, whose fault would it be? Adria filed her lawsuit in July. She could have been said something about Lamesha. She brought Lamesha to the forefront. It's not like Lamesha just popped up. No. Adria said that she was with a friend that went through certain things with her. Although I wish the best for Adria, I still look at her as a predator. Please hit the like. Shout out to waiting to Oxtel says I was waiting for SeanDavieWay's rhetoric on this topic. Ooh, girl, it's been a topic. It's been a topic. Thank you, sweetie. So yeah, I just think you can't do something that a predator would do, but you're not one. That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you are literally being forced to do so, then that's different. But she sounded like it was willing. It was volunteering. So I'd still feel like Adria is telling the truth about knowing Diddy and being around Diddy. But I don't think she's a victim. I don't. I think she was a willing participant. I do. I think that she has been lied to by a lot of people, including, Diddy and his people too. I feel like they sold her a dream that was never going to come true. I do think that she is regretful and spiteful of it. I mean, Adria, you're the same one that was going around saying that you were the first Beyonce. Like, why would you even compare yourself to Beyonce? Why? This is not what this is about. Beyonce didn't do anything to you. This is about you being a victim. This is about the horrible, heinous things that happened to you. Beyonce didn't ex-affect you. You didn't sleep with Beyonce. You don't know. Why are you even mentioning her? To me, that's a jealous spirit. You are jealous of Beyonce's accolades and accomplishments. And you're, regretful that you didn't make it to where she did. Because to say that you were the first Beyonce or that she took Sasha Fierce from you or anything like that, I just think that that's mighty weird when Beyonce has been thriving to be a star since she was a child. How in the fuck is she copying off of you when she didn't even know you existed? When she was on Star Search, when she was in the group Girls Time, when she was in Destiny's Child. What the fuck were you doing? Porn? Girl. But you're comparing yourself to Beyonce. Cut it. Cut it. Beyonce been doing this since she was a child. How could a child imagine, Beyonce's only doing this because of Adria at 4 years old, 5 years old. What? It's giving jealousy. You're jealous of Beyonce. Just say it. Mm-hmm. That's all that's giving. I wouldn't even mention her for what Jaguar does the same thing. The same thing. Oh, Beyonce this, Beyonce that, all this Beyonce hate. Why do you hate her? Like, why? Mhm. Thanks for the gay thing, but I'm Black before I'm anything. So I would appreciate more so if you're saying that I appreciate that a Black man is saying this. Like out of the list of my characteristics, gay is like the last thing on it. So yeah, I think more Black men need to come forward and say this. I really don't think a sexuality has anything to do with the truth. Common sense is common sense. It doesn't matter your sexuality. Like I don't see what a sexuality has to do with being honest. Because that's what it is. This is a lot of trauma and stuff that is being circulated around. And I think that it's more important that it be acknowledged as a man coming forward and saying something and trying to protect these women while being honest. Mm-hmm. See, it's important to be honest because if Adria or Lamesha ever did reach out to me and talk to me, at least they know how I feel. Instead of me sitting here kissing their arse, and then I talk to them or bring them on my show, and my rhetoric is completely different from what it was. No, be honest. You know, I do think that you deserve protection, but I do think there's a lot of holes in your story. I do think that there's a lot of things that you may be, you know, indulging, and that, you know, I'm not going to say that you're lying about, but more so pushes it so that people will listen to you. The more outlandish claims, I think that because, you know, people love mess, they love drama, you know, they love the scandal. So yeah, I will be honest and be like, yeah, well, you did say this and then that, you know, you did say this, but then in your lawsuit, you know, I think that that's important so that they know, like, because you can support someone, like someone, and disagree with them without disrespecting them. Like, I don't have to disrespect Adria to say that I disagree. I don't have to disrespect Lamesha to let her know that I disagree. Like, no. I think that that's what they expect when you are defensive. A person like Adria is really defensive right now. So anybody that disagrees with her, she's taking it as disrespect. She's taking it as, you know, them, you know, insulting her. I'm like, no, they're not insults. A person having a question is not an insult. A person that may not believe you, that's not an insult. When you are doing everything in your due diligence to make sure that your story is a complete story, then there's no reason for anybody to question you. You know, like Natania Ruben. Her story is clear cut, and there's plenty of tangible things backing what she is saying. She's not just coming forward talking, you know, like Lamesha. You're just talking, sweetie. Like we have no idea, you know. And people like Talia Graves, the one that is working with Gloria, the attorney, people like them are not helping y'all situation. They're not. Everybody's suing Talia. The ex-husband or boyfriend of hers, ex-fiance or boyfriend of hers, that she said that was working for Bad Boy is the reason how she got around Diddy in the first place. He's suing her. The bodyguard that she brought up and said that, you know, assisted in the R-rating, he's suing her. This isn't good. This isn't good. Cassie listed Roger Bonds, which was Diddy's head security at the time of the allegations that she brought forward. He's not suing her. He agreed. He said, yeah, she's telling the truth. So why is he agreeing, but Talia's bodyguard that she's talking about that Diddy had security here, he's suing? Why? Why? Diddy didn't sue Cassie, countersue, not he settled. That's how we knew she was telling the truth. Like, he did nothing to fight her. Nothing. Nothing. None at all. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. He didn't do a damn thing to fight her. He didn't even wait 48 hours, 72 hours. Within 24, he settled. That speaks volumes. Why he ignoring your lawsuit? Adria, he ain't paying your lawsuit no mind. None. Why? There's a reason behind that. It's a reason he's not, because he feels like you're lying. There was plenty willing participants. It's like if Daphne Joy, 50 Cent baby mama, come forward right now and try to sue Diddy, I think that he would settle. I do. I think that he would settle. I feel the reason Daphne is not suing because she was a willing participant. And there are many witnesses that can testify to that. They're like, no, there was nothing happening to her that she didn't want. She was doing the Uggs. She was this, she was that. She was with this person, that person. She was down for the get down. There's plenty of people that were there that were complicit, that were willing participants, that wanted to have the SCX, all of that. They wanted to do those things. Like, not everybody was forced. I do believe that there's some people that were forced, coerced into doing things, drinking things, consuming things that they were unaware of. I do believe that 100%. But none of those people are on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you that. None of those people are on YouTube. None of them. If you got a car, you can drive to New York, even if you can't afford a plane ticket or anything like that. Adria should have made that police report in New York. She should have. But why would she when she's already struggled with 3 different police reports in Miami against Diddy, and none of them were found to be true? None of them. None of them. Why wouldn't YouTube want to help you out? Hey, y'all, I need y'all assistance. I need to get to New York so that I can file this police report against Diddy so that we can get it into, because she just said on the popcorn dude that she was talking to the judge. She's talking to, prosecution. And I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the judge. He'll hear you out, right? I've said this multiple times. The judge is not going to turn you away. The prosecution is not going to turn you away. They're not. You go talk to that prosecution and say, hey, look, I don't have an attorney, but he did do these things to me. I just filed a police report, a police report against him at the NYPD. Here's my copy of it. I would love to testify and let you know what happened to me and the things that he did. You on YouTube. You on YouTube. You saying that you and Lamesha went through all these things together. Y'all on YouTube instead of at the precinct together. Stronger with numbers. Now you have numbers. Now you have somebody with you, somebody that can attest to some of these things. So it's 2 people. It's harder to be ignored when there's multiple people that have seen the same things. Harder for people to ignore you, at that point. But no. Instead of doing that, you run around here talking about how you was the first Beyonce and, why? Girl, go to the police. Go to the prosecution. Go to the court dates. Go in there and tell that judge, look at here, or to prosecution, look at here. Can you go into... Can you guys bring me into the bail hearing so that I can let the judge know why I feel like he shouldn't be out based off of what he did to me? Or bring the prosecution your paperwork. Bring them your police report about how dangerous he is. Stuff like none of that was done. Why? Why? Can we get a reason? Is there any reasoning behind that? Or what? I don't care about Haguar. I don't care. I literally don't care. Anything about that. I don't care. This is not about her. It's about the people in my title. It's about Lamesha, Adria, and Natania. As far as I'm concerned, Haguar has nothing to do with nothing. Nothing. Just basic and bored is what I get from that. Basic and bored. One of the main people that said that she went through all of this stuff with Diddy, yet crickets. Because the same questions I would have for Adria would be the same questions I could have for her. Where are your police reports? Where's your lawsuit? Why you ain't been to none of the Diddy court dates? You would think she'd be front row. Girl, please. Okay. Null and void. Yeah. All she wants to do is this. Go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, y'all said she played my video. I would understand I am Poppington. I would play me too. She's gonna ask her why I don't play her. Like, why don't Sean ever play your videos? Why don't Sean know anything that's going on your channel? Because I have no idea. I don't even know how to get there. So, moving right along. They want fame, cash apps, not justice. And the Lord. Now, see, I can't. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, I mean, it gives that, but I'm not gonna say that. Because Lamesha, from what I gather, is not suing anyone. So, what's her profit? I don't think a cash app gonna do anything with trauma. Now, if you want to say that about Adria, that's a whole nother story. But Lamesha, I don't know. I don't know what her angle is. I don't know. I wish her the best, though. 100%. I don't believe any other celebrity is going down. Me neither. Yeah. So when these weirdos be like, Jay-Z next, no, he's not. No, he's not. Not at all. Not at all. I don't think Diddy's getting out next week. He may be getting out this week. He may be. You got to think about it. If a judge answer is no, why are we waiting so long? Why are we waiting so long? He went to court last Friday. It's going on a week pretty soon here. It don't take that long to say no. But it does take that long to say yes. When you working stuff out and stuff in the background and, addresses and ankle monitors and security details and stuff like that, that takes time. Saying no does not. Notice when the answer was no, we got it on the first day. It's them yeses that be a little bit harder. So again, it's possible that he may not get out. Anything's possible, but it's a higher probability that he will. Shawnee says, Misha, not sis, you sis your life. Here or there. These liars messing it up for the real victims. I will say that I will agree. I do think that people that aren't necessarily telling the truth, or fabricating certain things, I do think that it does make it really hard for the people that are being honest, because again, they use all of this stuff in court. So why wouldn't the prosecution, Diddy's defense, if anybody is not telling the truth, why would they not use that? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they be like, oh, well, with a real victim on the stand, hey, how do we know you're telling the truth? Look at what happened with Adria English. How many times her story changed and all of that and blah, blah, blah. If you're telling the truth, then, what about Lamesha? What about Lamesha Fuller? How do we know that you're not, M said, come on now. You live on Hagwire right now. You stuck. Please. Me? Stalk? It's virtual. What are you talking about? Stalk? Have you seen those braids? She's playing me on her channel, but I'm the stalker. You can't be dumb your whole life. Like, don't be basic your whole life. You sound dumb saying that. Hey, somebody's stalking you saying that you're a stalker. I'm not playing that hoe. She ain't nowhere on my screen. Nothing. It's not about her. A hit dog will holler. And that's why she was screaming at the moon. I'm just the moon. That's all. That's all. That's weird. Ask her where's her mom and why didn't she see her? Since y'all want to go over here and ask stupid questions, go over there and ask stupid questions. Go over there and say, hey, what happened to your mom? Why did you never see her again? Go ask her that. How about that? Go ask her what her son Ash is at. The one from her viral video, her rubbing him all over her son. It's hilarious. Yeah, that is hilarious. Yeah, go ask her that. Yeah, leave me alone. We're bored. Right. Go ask how's the baby. Correct. After the hysterectomy. Phantom babies, phantom pregnancies. Language, please. Correct. Yes. Junkie Hagwire, she does. Like, who cares? Like, you're on. You want to get struck, just say you want to get struck. Not a problem. You want to get struck, just say you want to get struck. Not a problem. That should be our question. Are you going to strike her? That should be our question. You gave her mom peace and happiness in her final days. Right. Ask her why she wasn't a part of it. I told her. She ain't believe me. Exactly. Judge goes on facts. YouTube has nothing to do with right. Correct. And judges don't be on YouTube looking into clients. That's for like prosecution and defense teams. They would be on, I could see them on YouTube gathering certain information, especially if they're connected to the case. But ain't no judge about to be on YouTube talking about something. Oh, I hear Adria has a message for me. Let me come on here and look. Okay, girl. Good luck with that. Because you're gonna need it. Yeah. Judges can't do that. It would be removed immediately if they were doing outside research on anybody, either side. That's not their job. They don't do that. Yeah. Were you on that one live? When you live that Hag was arrested? You were responsible for what are you talking about? I've never gotten anybody arrested. You sound stupid. Wrong black guy. Wrong black guy. Yeah, I've never gotten her arrested. If I would get anybody arrested, it would be a man. I wouldn't get a woman arrested. Like, that's weird. Like, and she black. So, like, that's another thing, too. I would get a Karen arrested before just keeping it froggy. But I've never gotten anybody arrested. You sound stupid. That sound dumb. But do your research. All the lives are still up. Like, why ask a question to something you could just go see? There have been men that have gotten her arrested. I'm just not one of those people. So I just took her mom and her son, sent them to safety. That's it. That's it. So yeah, who cares? We don't care about Hagwire. She missed me. No, like, yeah, we will never be friends. Like, I don't give a what she's talking about. Like, please don't come up here telling me about what a crackhead is discussing. I don't care. Like, at all. Natasha Pakasi, they earn their money. Right. I agree. 100%. 100%. 100%. If she want to send me all that for free promo, go right ahead. I could care less. She's doing me no disservice. None at all. None at all. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Yeah. Girl, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care nothing but good. I'm a baddie. Like, I mean, I don't blame her for talking about me. I'm amazing. Like, girl, she want to be friends. She want to be friends. No. I don't care, literally. Keep it on the title, please. I don't care about nothing else. I literally don't. I don't care. There's plenty of people that talk about her every single day. She can argue with those people. We're beyond that. We're beyond that. You're basic. You're always going to be basic. That's it. That's all. You're a fucking loser. Like, and you're pressed that the women in my title they matter and you don't. That's all that's going on. That's all. And let it continue. I don't give a like, I don't care. Like, if I cared, I would go irate. I will put her up. I don't care about none of that. Like, if she want to give me full free promo, she's supposed to be Poppington. She's supposed to be this. She's supposed to be that. It's okay, cool. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I don't care about none of these. And you're best. So at least I'm glad I'm cute today. Oh, you think you can? I ain't got it. Ooh, my girl. Yeah. So, what they gain from lying? That is a good question, and I think it's a good question from them, for them. But I think more so of like attention, if they're trying to grow platforms or stuff like that. I think there's many reasons for a person to come and lie, because again, these people could have been came forward. Some people I think did gain strength from Cassie. Was like, was inspired by what she did, thought it was brave. I do think somewhere, and I also think some people looked at it as like a cha-ching. This is a time to where even if I don't get any money from Diddy, I will be all up in the media. People will pay me to come onto their platforms, and talk, blah, blah, blah. So there's many, I can go forward and look like a victim and, have people, send me money to like my Cash Apps and PayPals and stuff like that and have them support me and whatnot. There's plenty of reasons for people to come forward and lie about these things. Look at Jaguar. Look how long she been doing this. Still homeless. Still homeless. Still homeless. Cassie mentioned a lot of people in that lawsuit, but she ain't mentioned no failed background singers. No, she did not. No, she didn't. All of these lawsuits that have been filed, and Jaguar ain't a damn one. Weird. Weird. You would think she would have been all up in them. Nowhere. Where is she? Echo, 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 echo. Air flip. The Combs children said something to Courtney before they said something to Jaguar. They still ain't said nothing to her. It's like she died. Sitting in the ghetto thinking about all the heads that passed away. Yeah. And Jack really missed when her and Sean was talking. Yeah, girl, please. That they said something to Courtney B before they said something to Jaguar. Like, girl, said to Courtney B, cease and desist, all of that. They hear Jaguar talking. It's like a mental patient. So I feel like that's why they don't do nothing. They're like, clearly, she's sick of that. Like, clearly, she's delusional. Clearly, she needs meds. Like, they don't take it serious at all. Like, they don't. That speaks. It speaks. Police hit the like, police hit the like, police hit the like. So yeah, that speaks volumes, Definitely does. So yeah, I take her about as serious as they do. They don't see her, neither do I. Neither do I. Hold on, God. Y'all, I have to go get my phone. Sorry. Sitting in the gap. Ooh, now she constipated. Not just this. They really messing it up for actual victims. I agree. I do agree with that. I do. I think it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's like you just never know. You just never know. You just never know. You just never know. Lamesha and Adria are not credible. Vetting them has got to be telling us true. We don't know much about Misha. I have not seen anything credible. I will say that. But when it comes to Adria, that's a whole nother story. That is a whole nother story. But Misha, the jury's still out. The jury's still out. We don't know much, I hope if she isn't telling the truth, that she kind of just leaves well enough alone, If you're not telling the truth, just don't make it worse for yourself, Don't be like these other people, the ones that get so caught in the lie. Because, when you tell a lie, you have to tell another lie to protect the lie, right? So, you know, tell the truth now. That would be my thing. Tell the truth now, or just walk away. You know, don't make it worse because you have to keep lying to protect lies. So that wouldn't be my advice. My advice would not be to keep coming forward. That's what I'm saying. Like if you have over half of the audience that feels like Misha is not telling the truth, then that's why I side eye people like Popcorn and people like that. Because like, why want to talk to her? Like for what? What is the point? She doesn't have anything tangible to show that her story is true. So why want to talk to her? Why make it worse? Clout, attention, all of that, Hold on. There was some more super stickers I think that I missed. Shout out to State 84 says Misha saying Chance is her daughter made me turn my phone off. Chance who? Chance who? Chance who? Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Chance who? Like Combs? Please. Y'all shut your mouth and keep on talking. Chance who? Okay, so she said Chance Combs is her. She also implied the twins was hers as well. Excuse me? Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. She was a surrogate? Now I can believe she was Baby Love's. Whatever. I'm willing to believe anything about Baby Love, but Misha. Oh my goodness. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Okay, so she said that, and y'all said that she implied that the twins was too. Kim babies. Kim Porter babies. The ones that look just like her. Kim. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. A surrogate is just that, a surrogate. Therefore, if she was telling the truth, she only carried the child and they're not biologically hers. Oh, my jersey says, I only heard Chance, not the twins. Chance looks just like her mom, too. Now, I'm not saying that a surrogate, like, with their embryos put inside, like, of course, you're going to still look like, the family, that. Oh, I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. Ooh, Lord. Please hit the like. I did not know that. That's how y'all know I didn't watch, because I just can't. But wow. I did not know that. I had no idea. Okay, so she said, okay, most of y'all saying it was basically Chance, that she said that she was a surrogate too. She said kids as in plural. What? Did she say where she had her? Did she? Okay, y'all say yes, kids. Oh my God. I did not notice. This is not good. I cannot, hold on, I'm trying to reach our comments. I cannot. Was Kim pregnant? Yes, Cass. Yes, Kim was pregnant with those twins. Her belly was super big. She was pregnant. So, you know. Now, Chance, we didn't see much of Chance's mother's pregnancy or anything like that. So I can't speak on Chance. I don't know. Chance was a break baby who uses a surrogate for a legitimate child. Now, that is true. Kim Porter was very upset about Chance's birth and, you know, all of that stuff because she was pregnant with the twins. Well, so how could she have had both? Wouldn't she have had triplets? Wouldn't she have had triplets? Because the twins and Chance were born all at the same time. It's a couple months apart. No, I'm not watching that interview, Sheila. No. Girl. No. No, absolutely not. No. Y'all is traumatizing me in this damn chat. So with the stuff, because look at here. Oh, I cannot. Kim was pregnant 3 times. She had Quincy, Christian, and the twins. So she was pregnant 3 times. And we've seen all 3 pregnancies. Now, I'm not, we didn't see the births or nothing like that, but we saw all 3 pregnancies. That is not okay. Like, why? And on VH1 special. Okay, what VH1 special? Whose birth are y'all talking about? Which one of Diddy baby mamas had? Is that what y'all referring to? Kim was on the VH1 special. Okay, with the twins? With the twins? I don't think they were pregnant together. She said that in the interview. She looked at the part about the snake with him, blink twice all the way. Are y'all talking about the movie Blink Twice? Oh, yeah. So I did hear something about her stating that the movie Blink Twice was based off of, like, her life. Shout out to my baby Javante. I love you, Javante. She says, I believe they did cover up Essence when Kim was pregnant with the twins. I know for a fact that Kim had her twins. Like, that's not even up for argument. Like, that's not even up for argument. Javante Boo, so you'll have to worry about me believing nothing of that, nothing of the sort. When it comes to that, I don't believe that at all. You know. Mm-mm. I know Kim had her children, and I know Kim had broke up with Diddy. She said in the Essence interview that she had did because she found out that he had a baby who had just had another child across town, basically, while she was pregnant with the twins, which was Chance, and Chance's mother. But the real tea behind that is Chance's mother and Kim were friends. So that's why she was so, like, I guess, upset because she didn't know that the baby was Diddy's. I guess she knew that Chance's mother was pregnant because they were friends, but she didn't know that it was by Diddy. And that is why she was angry. Why she was like, she wasn't mad at, like, Chance or anything. It didn't have anything to do with the child. She was more upset at the situation. You know. So, and that's been proven, you know, that, but because why would Kim be mad at a surrogate? And then, like, it wouldn't have been a betrayal. I mean, I guess you could still look at it as a betrayal, but that right there is, wow, that is different. That is different. Judith says, yes, Kim had all her kids when she got pregnant with the twins. Her and Pup wasn't together, though she still tried to control her. He was sleeping with her friend and Sarah, who is Chance's mother. Now, that is true. That is true. But here's the real tea. Sarah, Diddy, and Kim allegedly had threesomes together. So that's why some people were kind of like, you know, some people in the friend circle was like, okay, well, Kim, how are you mad at Sarah when y'all was sleeping with Diddy at the same time, allegedly? So it's like, y'all both were smashing them. So, I mean, why would that be such a coincidence that, you know, she's pregnant when y'all were doing it together? You know, when you have SCX, there's a chance of pregnancy. So, like, why are you so flabbergasted that the baby is, you know, Diddy's when y'all were all, you know, sleeping with him at the same time? So, allegedly, I don't know that to be true, but that's the rumor, that Diddy was sleeping with both of them at the same time. And, you know, that he had a threesome with them at times too. And they got pregnant around the same time. So, how I look at it is, you knew he was sleeping with her. So, who? Tina, who was on Epstein Island? Shout out to Faith Unseen, recovering from surgery. Here, you lift my spirit. Oh, love you. I don't always know who you're discussing, but you always bring it with class and humor. Thanks. Oh, love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I love you. Thank you so much. Shout out to Dejanelle. I hope I'm saying that right. Adria talking to Quincy supposedly. Quincy who? Not my Quincy. Girl, please. Girl, please. Quincy Jones. Hold on. Okay. Who was at, sorry, because I went to the super secret part of the chat. Who was on Epstein Island? Tenderoni says, correct. Lamesha said that she. Oh, God. Oh, I'm getting hot. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, send her. I'm about to faint. I'm about to pass out. I'm about to pass out. How did she get off the island? I'm starting to think why y'all think that the hag. I'm starting to see why y'all think that the hag is a little bit more. Girl, I cannot. What? Okay, Zuri says she flew out. How did she get away? Lamesha, I was rooting for you. I was fucking rooting for you. Oh my God. Who saved her? I was waiting for the hair. Like, look at here. I don't even have any of this hair right now. Oh God, no, JB. I told y'all I did not watch. I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my energy. I'd rather swallow nails. I'd rather swallow nails, girl. Yes, I would rather go pick up the poop in my yard for my dog with my mouth. I promise you. I would rather swallow razor blades. She get the fork. I'm done. Oh, girl. Judith says I meant flew them out. I can not. Shout out to the governess. Love her. Shout out to the governess. She be over there going in. Shout out to the governess. What are y'all talking about mermaids for? Child, you can see that these two women, girl, you're losing me. I had to log off if Misha too, cause she lied when she said Cassie named that stooped me. Then we was. What? Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Okay, so y'all are like blowing my mind right now. Y'all are like blowing my mind right now. Shout out to Narona. She says, Lamesha said that she was in the ocean with. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Now she was with Adria. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Mermaids. What was she on? Mermaids. With thingamabobs. Oh. The song says, stop. Mermaids are real, though. Is that you, Lamesha? Is that you? Snake venom. Okay, what about snake venom? What about it? Oh, that's what she was on. Trust the girl. Because I did hear something about a yellow snake or something like that. Shout out to Celebrity Scandals. Thank you for the super sticker. Says she even said Aretha Franklin did some stuff. I feel like I should leave. I feel like I should leave. I don't feel like I should be here anymore. Because I cannot handle all of this. I cannot. Aretha? Misha said that she was fed kneecaps. Mm, mm, mm. Very so much, Chris. It's getting crazy. Nosy Rosa said maybe she was high that day, shy as hell. You are fucking high. I cannot. Crazy or lazy. Faye says I need a breathing machine. I cannot. Delete the live. We won't say anything. This is a lot. Okay, not Lamesha and Adria have to be on the Book of Sugar because Judah girl, I did not know. Aretha never. I know Aretha. Over my head. Over my head. Oh, girl. She said she passed away in the woods and was brought back after biting a man's. I'm getting really stressed out. Like, I am getting really stressed out. Y'all are stressing me out. Oh my God. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. See, as much as I don't want to, I want to ask more. What happened with this yellow snake? Now I'm intrigued. I believe y'all. Y'all gonna tell me the truth. So she referenced that movie. Didn't they say that she said something about the Blink Twice movie being about her and Adria? Didn't they say something about that movie being based on them? Mm-hmm. Because Hagwire was in the movie too, Liar Liar. That's based on, you know, because she got a movie too. You know, it's called Liar Liar, you know. And my girl Pinocchio. You know. I cannot. I can't. Solana says, how did she get the venom from the snake? She got venom from a snake? What? I can't do this. I don't have any more questions. I'm done. I don't have any more questions. I'm done with the questions. I'm done. Shout out to Javante. Oh my God, I love you, sweetie. Thank you for the cash app. I love you, Javante. I love you, sweetheart. Shout out to Gloria as well for the cash app. Thank you so much, Javante and Gloria. I love you, ladies. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you. I really love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have any more questions. I'm scared. I am scared. Okay. I am scared. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Nosy says, okay, that's who she's Christian. I am fucking leaving. Just anticipate. You can't say it like that. Like, oh yeah, she did. Don't say it like that. Like, oh yeah, she did say that, Sean. You ain't know that, Sean? No. No. Is y'all just saying stuff? Are y'all just saying stuff? Audience, uncheckables, plastics. Are y'all just saying stuff at this point in time? Because that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. It's giving y'all just rude. Oh my God, she said, no, she said it, Sean. She said that. She did. I was just like, we would like to. I know. I'm just like, what the yo? I'm not, I can't. Like, I can't. Like, I can't bring myself to watch it. Like, I just can't. I can't. Y'all was coming over to me telling me like, oh, Sean, it's so sad. It's the saddest interview I've never seen. And, you know, all of this, I'm like, I was protecting my energy. I'm just like, real. You know. Santa Claus said they just using trending topics in their chat. Girl. I always said, this is facts, Sean. Like, no, this happened. Wow. This is a lot. This is a lot. She did say that about Chris. Girl, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not. Sugar Sharon says the governess saw right through that. I heard the governess went in. I heard about that with the governess. Shout out to the governess. I cannot. Nana says she also says she pulled Diddy out of a burning house. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. No, no, no. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not. We're not. Not at the. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. No, she said she put a grandma. Right. I cannot. I literally cannot. Blink was based on her life story. Now she a superhero. Da, 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 da. Lamesha. Oh, God. Sean, what about her saying she wrote songs for SZA? Don't SZA write her own songs and for other artists? Most of the times, writers don't have other people write for them, but whatever. I mean, I get when you get like writer's block, whatever. But yeah. I mean, all of the stuff that y'all saying is just making me not want to, like, pushing me further and further from ever watching it. Like, I have no interest in watching it. It's like, you know, like when like your man or your girl is a liar and all they do is lie. So it's like you don't even want to hear it. You know, like this is what this is giving. You know, it's just like I don't want to hear it. Just sit down and eat. Just don't even. Just don't even. Yeah, that will not be happening. Yeah, I'm not watching it. I just have no interest. Like I just, you know, if I had interest, these things make me not want to watch it even more because you can't name all of these things and have nothing to back what you are saying. Now, if you have tangible things to back what you're saying, then I will go give it a watch. You know, I'll be like, you know what? She could be telling the truth about a lot of this stuff, you know? Because you know, she had this and she had that, and she was seen here, and she was at this person's house, and da 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 da. So then that will make me like want to go give it a click or a view, right? But then when it's just like nothing to back any of this stuff, I'll pass. I just feel like that's a waste of time. I just feel like it's a waste of time. Y'all watched it. That's good enough for me. I'm good. Splashed on Denzel is what I agree. Yeah. She was paid $500 for writing the songs. What songs? What songs? SZA barely get the credit for writing her own music. The record labels and stuff throw their name on it instead. Take that woman publishing. You know, she, you know, girl, like she have a hard enough time, you know. That is crazy. I can't. I literally can't. I'm not about to go watch that just to like, oh, you're lying. Oh, you're lying. Oh, you're lying. Oh, you're lying. Then it's like, okay, then why are you watching it? You know, if you don't believe it, it's like, why are you watching it? she got a payout from being an Epstein victim. Then why wasn't she in the documentary? There was a few documentaries on Epstein. I didn't see any brown girls, but okay. Okay. Alrighty. Right. Alrighty. The itsy bitsy spider said, girl, I cannot. She spoke in fake tongues. How do you do that? You can speak in fake tongues? I cannot. I cannot. Literally. What was she would have said, you know, Jeep Cherokee and instead of something, I cannot. I'm over it. She said Clive Davis came to her house. Oh, God. She's like the most famous person in the world. Why is she giving Rihanna fame, but it's like we don't know who you are? These are all like Rihanna stories. Like, these are all like Rihanna stories. You know, like Rihanna saying this type of stuff, totally believe her. This is insane. This is craziness. But whatever. So I will be doing a part 2. I don't know. I will be doing a part 2. If I have a chance tonight, I'll do it tonight. If not, then I'll do it tomorrow. But I'm definitely going to do a part 2 because we've been live almost 4 hours. That's a crazy long time. We definitely had a good time. The time flew because I'm never live this long. So yeah, so I definitely had a good time with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me and commenting and, you know, let me know the tea and all that good stuff. Thank you everybody for the cash apps and the super chats and liking the video. I really appreciate all of y'all's support. I really do. Thank you so much. But yeah, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Happy holidays. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I usually do a live on Thanksgiving, so I'm still going to do one tomorrow. I'm going to squeeze one in tomorrow. But yeah, this is just the beginning. We will be digging more into this. Shauna, you cook for Thanksgiving? No, my family's doing a potluck, so I'm just going to make a dish and take it to the potluck. But no, I'm not cooking this year. Thank God. Way less responsibility. So yeah, so I love you guys. So I will see y'all later. Okay. Shout out to all of y'all. I gotta get out of here. Until the next show, y'all stay sweet. Keep it positive. Bye.